Hello and welcome everyone to the Legacy Collection Kickoff Tournament. So today I'm your host playerzero, and before we start, happy Easter to anyone who celebrates, and thank you everyone for joining us for today's stream. So we are 5 days away from the Legacy Collection, and today we will be going through the winner's side for the Legacy Kickoff Tournament. So if you've joined us last week, then you probably know what this tournament is about, but for people joining us today, welcome to the stream, and we'll give a brief explanation on the tournament and where we are now. So this event is basically a special tournament we've made to celebrate the upcoming release of the Legacy Collection. You might have heard about it hyped in previous streams, but this is basically the biggest tournament we've had so far. We've had almost 50 participants, and in the round robin stage, over 700 matches were done as well. But now for the stream, only 8 participants remain as we move towards the top cut bracket. So today, during today's stream, we will be going through the winner's side of the tournament into the winners finals, and next week will be the final conclusion of the tournament with the grand finals. This is also a special event in that this is the first time we will be giving prizes for everyone who made the top 8, and more prizes will be given to people placing higher up as well. So more information on that will be given next week, so stay tuned. And one last thing, so for people who have been asking about it for a while, but for everyone excited for the Legacy Collection, later today we will be opening a new forum thread in the Discord. So that will involve channels preparing for the Legacy Collection. So keep an eye out, and hopefully everything will work out well. And before we start the stream itself, I do want to give a quick shout out to Starlight for donating $10 and Yumland Hero for donating $6 as well. Both of these are continuing their monthly donations, so thank you again for all the generosity and the continued support. And all of the donations we've been receiving through Ko-Fi are enabling us to run these events smoothly and do things like prizes for this current tournament. So again, thank you everyone for the generosity. And with that, joining us today will be Neryth and SoulXCross. Hello guys.
Hello everyone, it's great to be here and can't wait to see what these Net Battlers have in store for us.
Happy Easter, everyone. I'm so happy to be here on such an awesome day. And if you don't celebrate it, still have a great day to you as well. I'm glad you're here with us. And of course, these Net Battlers today will be cracking eggs as they all brew up a fresh plate of battle networks for us today. I'm so excited.
Yeah, I can't wait to look at the excellent matches we're going to have today. And with that, let's take a look at the brackets from last week and see how things have shaped up to get us to this stage. So as you can see on the screen, these were the standings for the round robin stage. So the round robin stage, as mentioned earlier, was a 2-week tournament. We had the stream last week if you're curious on how some of these matches went. And by the end, these were the standings. So only the top 8 participants will be moving on to the double elimination bracket. These players will be Passbyword, playerzero, Thiago, Neryth, Salad, HonorNite, ShironaNep, and ChinaTV. So as usual for these tournaments, the standings have been very, very close, especially for the eliminations. And I believe for the first time, maybe in quite a lot of years actually, Sims was unable to make it by one point, and A4 average was also very short by 3 points as well. So this is definitely going to be a very interesting top cut as we head into the later stages. So as you can see on the screen, this is how the top cut bracket has shaped up. So we will be starting off with all the matches on the winner's side, ending with the winners finals, and then next week we'll be moving on to the win harder bracket or the losers finals and to the grand finals as well. So for the stream we'll be going over Passbyword vs ChinaTV, Salad vs Neryth, playerzero vs ShironaNep, and Thiago vs HonorNite. And starting with the setups for ChinaTV vs Passbyword, right? I'll be handing over to the commentators with our setups for the first match.
All right, ChinaTV versus Passbyword, Falzar versus Falzar. ChinaTV running a 2100 HP setup here on the left with charge max, speed max, and it is a hot batch build, so it's got the bug buster here, but it won't have any attack until the hot batch gets popped. So ChinaTV has made the trade-off there, decided not to take Meteor Knuckle, instead taking hot batch for the plentiful benefits. And it's primarily a J-code folder. You see Dest Pulse in there, at least one of each copy, but actually 2 copies of the Pulse 2. There's also Justice 1, Recovery 300's encode, Judgeman SP encode. The rest of the chips are pretty standard fare. Barrier 200 and Life Aura in there for defensive purposes. Machine Gun 1s, just to contest an opponent's Dust Cross. And then 2 anti-damages, 1 anti-navi. We see the Regged Full Cust in there. And for both players, actually, so it's going to be interesting to see how they get used in the initial turns. Moving on to Passbyword's build on the right, we see it's 1800 HP, just 300 less than ChinaTV's, but the trade-off here is that Passbyword is not going to be running Hot Batch. Instead, that extra space has gone to attack max as well. You can also see there's a Meg Folder 1 in there, allowing Passbyword to run 6 Mega Chips. And we see Passbyword has taken Groundman SP, Judgeman SP, and Elementman SP as the SP navies of choice here, alongside the pretty standard Erase, Judge, and Elementman. We see that the code here is kind of this combination, but primarily G code. We can even really call it primarily, because in the end it's like 4 G code chips. It's just the dragons with uninstall. Can also be the uninstall, of course, can also be paired up with Machine Gun 1, Groundman SP, Judge SP, Element SP are all really powerful SP Navi chips, of course, just in terms of their damage potential and their utility. And I think that's all I have to say about this setup here. How about you, Soul? Is there anything you want to talk about in particular?
I actually wanted to bring this up really quickly, and that's what ChinaTV's build. The fact that they filled out all the space in their Navi Cust does look alluring at first, but there's one program in there that's completely missing. And we all know what my favorite motto is. Well, it's 1 of 5, I guess. Don't leave home without your shirt. So I don't know how this is going to be. Like, I'm a little scared of that. But other than that, I feel like you got everything pretty much covered that I would have even brought up myself. I think we're good to go.
All right. In that case, let's head right into the set.
All right, here we go. This is it. You know, ChinaTV is rocking a very interesting Navi Cust piece in the form of First Barrier. Now, First Barrier allows you to go into Dust Cross completely unimpeded, because now you can't just mindlessly take Erase Man Star turn 1 to try and bait it out, because obviously it's going to go into this really nice barrier. So playing around that is something that Passbyword is going to have to do, as ChinaTV has to play around these poison panels, unfortunately, which are surrounding his entire area. They're going to drain a lot of HP from both players, of course, as they both don't have float shoes access either. And just like that, a really quick first turn. Oh wow, look at that. Bug fix turn 1. Who would have thought? It's really good to have in this list, right? All these bugs that are in your cuss are now just null and void. You don't have to worry about any cuss bugs or anything like that. It's just such a good situation to be in.
Yeah, definitely for ChinaTV, a great situation. The question here is whether or not ChinaTV will actually... Oh, and yeah, ChinaTV does choose to use the... Oh, wow.
Wow.
Yeah, after using
Actually,
Dust Shoot,
wow.
actually going to get Bug Fix and Hub Batch turn 2 here, so they're slapping on that undershirt.
Now, here's what's really scary, right? You go for this turn 2 hub batch, but you still haven't seen your opponent's uninstall. You don't know where that is. And that could be it right there. Oh, wow, so lucky. But now we know that Machine Gun didn't have uninstall, so we can be a little bit more wary of what's coming up next. And I really love the use of Warp Step here by Passbyword trying to sneak in and get some charge shots in, but ChinaTV played pretty well around that. Ooh, and that's the sword chip, but Passbyword just knew to change and now is in Dust Cross. Not going to get taken aback by that double damage from the Neo Vary. Oh, as a matter of fact, it's a baby sword, isn't it? No value. no value.
That's normal. That's pretty standard for Neo Vary.
There it is.
But yeah,
that's normal. Quotation marks.
Invis came out that turn to stop that element SP. So Passbyword just chose to go element grass instead, and just got rid of all of these poison panels, set up the field for any potential fire plays. So Passbyword's Heat Dragon, when it comes out, it's going to do double damage here.
Man, just every time I see Neo Variable, it could have just been Muramasa. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. Okay, Sanctuary. My Sanctuary comes through and blesses me on this holy day. Oh, wait, never mind. It's gone because grass. Very, very wise adjustment from ChinaTV. Definitely wanted that heat attack from the element SP to hit on top of the grass, but goes for the grass instead to change up the entire field, completely nullifying that Sanctuary there, which was really well done and a good adjustment on the fly for ChinaTV.
Yeah, and I wonder if Passbyword is going to have their bug fix this turn, because they actually completed this this area grab, this +1 area, and with Warp Step, that actually means they can't center themselves anymore.
Yeah, having Warp Step is a little tricky when you want to line up things like charge shots or things that, you know, kind of like line nukes down the center or down the middle or down the side. But I think it's manageable as long as you use charge shots like Tomahawk Cross, unless the windup just is too much of a tell. Well, never mind. Area's being taken back thanks to that Judgment. And maybe +1 in case? No, not going to be able to get it. Invisible will come up. One panel is taken. Still won't allow access to the center either way. There's nothing Passbyword can actually do here. Oh, Judgment SP. That will give a little bit more breathing room for Passbyword to advance a bit. Oh, and then there it is. Okay, I love this chip. I'm starting to really, really appreciate just this one. It's not even about hitting. It's just about the one-sided Geddon, right? Or the one-sided Geddon 1 in older games, right? It cracks all the panels on your opponent's side of the field and leaving yours intact, so your movement's still there, but now they have to deal with how they move and how they approach this matchup. Sanctuary's also gone, so Passbyword doesn't have an ability to just kind of fix these panels either. Kind of just has to deal with it. It is interesting though. Passbyword did have an opportunity to turn into a Beast Out form or even go into Tengu Cross, but they opted not to. Maybe trying to play around some counterplay to the strategy. Not sure.
Well, with this, we see all of the pulses in ChinaTV's folder. So it's going to be Pulse 2 into Death Pulse. There should be no opportunity for Passbyword to do any counterplay here.
And there it is, confirmed, easy peasy. Rush is coming out. We'll go right into Tomahawk status guard, so won't get the Paralysis But what will happen is the TFC Judgment being taken by this anti-Navi here. Wow, nice. And there goes Groundman dealing a decent amount of damage. Feathers going out. Raceman will whiff, unfortunately. And man, this blindness just taking its toll, lasting so long for Passbyword. Even if they go into a beast out now, they're still going to be stuck with that blindness there.
So ChinaTV is actually down to their final 3 chips here. They're going to want to use this for these charges, but this area grab actually removed that opportunity.
Ooh.
They might want to... Oh yeah, okay. So the Invis is used to block this Meteor Knuckle. This means that ChinaTV is basically out of damage here. Just gonna have to finish this off with charge shots, which might be a tall order.
Yeah, 300 HP doesn't seem like a lot, but trying to work through that might take some time. Oh, and immediately we see 3 in a row. Buster procs from the jamming Buster. Another one. That's some great value for ChinaTV there. But the fast gauge really speeding up the entire tempo of this match. Wait, that's not fast. It felt like a fast gauge. That was a very fast turn.
Yeah, it's normal gauge. Neither player is running any gauges. It's just the full custs that are ragged for both of them. But I agree, these turns are going by quickly.
Very quickly.
Now there's like no chips for either player to use. They've actually run out of resources here. It's just there's no time freeze. There's nothing extending or delaying the end of these turns. It's just purely Buster trades.
There might still be some chips available for Passbyword, but seeing how the rest of this grind game is going to come down, it's really anyone's game at this point. ChinaTV did use to recover, if I remember correctly. Uninstalled didn't meet the mark thanks to that Wood Dragon there. Now the super armor has been removed, so you will see flinching happen. Nice, nice. Trying to remove this anti-damage. I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter at this point. Oh, it has to be Passbyword's advantage here. There's too much damage on the other side. Ooh, anti-damage finally gets triggered. Deciding that the peace shots just weren't dealing enough damage. Going for the beast out here. Both players will beast over. And now it's up to the damage judge to tell us who exactly came out on top in this first round. If anything, I have to put my money on Passbyword, though. Yeah, it makes sense. Excellent first round to Passbyword. Now we're going to see what it looks like for game 2.
Yeah, very interesting field with these conveyor panels here. This does set up a potential area trap if one of the players happens to step forward, get area grabbed. They won't have a way out. So both players are going to have to be careful of that. Although these initial turns are going to go by fast with the full custs.
You know, expecting to see full cust turn 1 versus an enemy Falzar player kind of always makes me personally want to go into that first round with Dust, but it's such a trap, right? Your opponent can set up anything in response to that kind of maneuvering, but the value you get for digging through your folder at turn 1 from your opponent's full cust versus your own, it's just too much to understate. You know, in my opinion, I kind of want to lead anti-Navi, but it makes sense since ChinaTV did bring the first barrier program. He doesn't have to necessarily worry about losing to Raceman immediately. So going Dust and then going for bug fix in the first turn, yeah, it does check out.
Both players turn 1 bug fix. We also see Passbyword with the green invulnerability here. ChinaTV making use of Charlie here to break these panels, and we see there is a very unfortunate area trap here with this conveyor panel, and this is going to make it quite difficult. It's very unfortunate actually that Passbyword to use the bug fix and got rid of their warp stuff, because it would have actually helped them out here.
Yep. You see, not always do you want to immediately use that bug fix, but there are times where it's really valuable to have the movement bug, like exactly here right now.
But yeah, now that Passbyword no longer has access to that warp step, they go beasts in order to get the float shoes, ignore those panels.
There's the Eraseman TFC, great mix by Passbyword. We'll get the D-Cross, which is going to devalue this full cust, but it does still have some value, right? Because your opponent went into a beast out form, which means they're going to take away at least one more turn from their beast out turns, which could be a good and a bad thing. I don't necessarily think Passbyword's strategy hinges on having beast out, so it's not necessarily horrible for them right now, but that does mean less time to chip charge, or excuse me, beast charge those chips so that you can get some damage out. So either way, it's not terrible for ChinaTV, but man, losing Dust in that moment was huge.
We do see Hub already, so ChinaTV is going to be getting the benefits here. I do think they actually should have held on to the full cust and just used it at the start of the next turn. Because I think Passbyword had already used all of their chips that turn. So they would have been able to burn one more turn of this beast. Now that ChinaTV they have all 4 pulses in hand. Looks like they're going to be going to Dust to try to get the back B into the pulse. If Passbyword randomly decides to back up, the Tenku will allow them to still... Oh no, it looks like they're going to try to rely on the element of surprise here.
Oh, nice. Good confirm. Gets the destroy pulse. Lots of pressure, and there's the anti-navi triggered ground SP. Not going to do the full amount of damage because Passbyword was standing in the way.
I almost feel like the shield there is actually a waste. I feel like you actually want to just try to line up with your opponent and get the Buster Jam procs instead. But we'll see whether or not that had an impact there, because it was reducing a bit of damage.
Okay, now we do get to perhaps try and get our panels back. Oh, Windwreck will make sure of that. Okay, now we're going down to the Buster War. Both players do have access to Buster Bugs, so it can rack up a decent amount of damage here. Ooh, okay, it's doubled. Recover 300 in hand already. You know what? This is actually really good. You have so much HP, might as well go ahead and get back as much as you can now. Loosen up the hand a little bit, go for some, some regular charge shots. Element, no TFC. Good defense from Passbyword. Not going to get D-Cross. They're going to go ahead and switch it up and get some value by destroying the back row panels. Oh, almost saw some really good shield value there just now. And nice, ChinaTV having the defense. Oh, this back and forth is crazy right now. Both players just not giving each other an inch.
That would have actually been 4 hits on 9 panels if not for that invis there. So ChinaTV actually, very good invis right there. Even though they took that on the maximum number of panels, the Meteor Knuckle still would have been extremely lucky for Passbyword there.
Okay, nice. Now the panel has been taken. Gonna try and go ahead and lock down some charge shots, but Passbyword kind of trapping themselves there, and now they're gonna lose the barrier to these P shots just barely at the end of the turn. Or it could be that rare frame where the barrier kind of drops for a second and then just comes back. But I'm pretty sure it's gone.
Yeah, it's possible the barrier is still in play. Just I wasn't counting the exact number of hits it took there, but would be surprised if it was. Oh no!
Wow, it was the
Yeah,
frame.
it's still there. It's still there. Yeah, it
That's
should
so
have.
deceptive.
It should still have about 2 charge shots left here.
There's the uninstall. Nice, excellent timing on that Invis. Gonna go ahead and cover their resources, pushing out as much damage as possible. Wanted to end the turn to Element Man SP, didn't get it. Now you're kind of forced to dump it, right? You don't really want to sit with that in your hand, and you want to get this area back as soon as possible.
I disagree. I definitely disagree. I think you should keep that element SP because you know your opponent is in Tengu, is going to try to go for the Tengu rack, so that's perfect bait to just get the element SP freeze. And it's normal gauge turns, so you're really not going to get punished that hard.
Oh, fair. You know, that's a good read. Nice. You know, I kind of wish that Tomahawk Man was put into play here instead, so you could have just put some. Oh, never mind. I would have got schmixed. Oh no! And you don't want to see that either. Decrossed by the anti-damage. How unfortunate! Wow. And now this is the last 3 chips in the folder. I do think Neo Variable here should. Oh, never mind. The cross change. Oh no! This is perfect. Nice, and you get with the trap too. Don't mess this up. Gotta go. Left B, light B. No, goes for chip damage instead. Wow. Okay, you know what? I love that decision. Finish your plate. Don't have to waste battle chips if you don't gotta.
Yeah, I mean, ChinaTV realized that the Neo variable was likely to do 0 points of damage, so they just went straight to the Falzar Feather Buster finisher instead.
Buster is stronger, you know what I'm saying? Oh man, that's terrible. Oh, game 3 situation. Just love to see it. Area grabs coming down. Blindness on Passbyword side here. Unfortunate RNG from the status bug. And there it is. Okay, so turn 1 full cust has been used. ChinaTV is also still sitting on their copy of full cust as well. So that could be something that pops out here.
And let's see what chips ChinaTV can pull. There's the hot batch already, but they're not going to be locking it in just yet.
Both players have up anti-damage, but I wonder if Charlie's going to be able to remove one. You know, ChinaTV still has that first barrier. That is some insane value right now. Well, you know what it is? Passbyword still can't see, right? So they don't know if there's a barrier up still or not. Like, wow, that's pretty cool. Oh, okay, never mind. Charlie takes care of it. And lock him down, lock him down. Oh, wow, both players trade. Element Man SP before the anti-navi. That's so much value. Ooh, double shot. Nice. Okay. Clicky. Buster bug procs that fail are the funniest thing in the world. They're just like peep.
Justice 1, unfortunately, is completely useless on this field. It's just going to fly into that center permahole and disappear.
Ball.
Pretty much. ChinaTV does have the Dest Pulse available, but
it does seem a little sus to go for it raw here. But your opponent is in this interesting corner, so all right, that'll do it. It's a little late, Passbyword. You got hit by the thing already. Oh, nice! Waited for the opponent to be over a hole to trigger that. That was great, and there would have been a ×2 as well.
ChinaTV not triggering that invis end of turn there. Gonna be throwing that defense away.
Oh, I'm exposing this. I'm exposing this in YouTube chat. Well, we have Passbyword admitting that was a complete accident. It wasn't a read at all. It just happened that way. That's funny. It's like, oh, that's a happy accident. I'll take it. Ooh, perfect timing. I wonder if that had the uninstall on it. Do you have time to move forward? Nah, you take the damage and you take double the hits. Don't move up. All right, that was crazy for a moment. Groundman SP makes his mark too. That's gonna hit 3 times, 130 per hit. Ooh, it took like 3 hits from that. Nice, protecting the area. The Life Aura was doing a good job of protecting the life anyway, so. Man, this match is so intense. Okay, so going for beast charges might be the play here. That's an interesting decision. Okay, I wonder if this is going to pay off. Element Man doesn't make a mark here. Gonna have to wait out a little bit.
Oh no, that should have been Element Elec. That would have trapped Passbyword here.
And 0 damage. Oh, but dodging the wood, that was nice. Oh, so unfortunate for Passbyword. And there it goes. 2 hits is better than 1. We'll take it. Oh. Oh no, we live here now. That's it. This is our life. We like this spot. This is our spot. And I'm not moving from my spot because this is my spot. Oh wait, he hugged. He should be good, right? All right. No uninstall happened. He should be good. We're good. We can move. All right, cool. The fist does nothing. It literally just whips into a giant abyss. That's funny. Erase Man will hit. Nice, holding on to that invisible. That's gonna hit 2, unfortunately. Still holding on to the invisible, waiting for the true follow-up. Nothing. Okay. You know, honestly, I would have let that time out so that I could get the anger.
That was a very interesting choice to shield at the end instead of just popping the invis.
Okay. Sure, you know what? Take it. You can always remove that uninstall. You can always remove that. Ooh, good shield. Nice. Now you can remove the trap with this buster, hopefully. No procs. Meteor Knuckles will be countered by anti-damage here as well. And that's it. These are the only 2 chips left in the entire folder. It's going to be another damage judge. Sanctuary. A little late on that, though.
Yeah, unfortunately, ChinaTV did not actually leave any chips to deal with the Sanctuary. Just used both Element and Element SP earlier.
So much value out of these P shots for Passbyword. Finally, that pesky anti-damage has been removed. The recovers finally come out for Passbyword as well. This is really going to be a damage judge situation. Going for Tomahawk, interesting here. Just wants the status guard, I assume.
There's the grass HP recovery, but to be honest, this is just a massively losing situation for ChinaTV here versus Sanctuary, and with the fact that ChinaTV started with 300 HP up on Passbyword, the damage judge is looking like it's going to be very favorable for Passbyword.
Yeah, very favorable indeed, although the damage is racking up a bit here, but you gotta remember, even though Passbyword did use these Recover 300, and that's what the 600 HP you're seeing for both players is right now, but ChinaTV started with 2100 over Passbyword's 1800, so damage judge is still very much in favor for Passbyword here. This is the final turn, so hopefully these feathers can make a little bit of a difference.
Yeah, not at all. Definitely not. On these sanctuary panels, they're doing even less. And it is...
Well played to Passbyword. Very, very well played.
Yep, losing out by about 370 HP. That does mean ChinaTV has been knocked out of winner's bracket and down into the win harder bracket. But yeah, GG, well played to ChinaTV and Passbyword. That does mean Passbyword taking the set moves on into winner's bracket.
And without further ado, up next we will have Salad versus Neryth. All right, this is going to be an interesting matchup as well. Salad still rocking that old school beat code beat down. I love this folder so much, especially when it's piloted by Salad, none other. And this is going to be a tough matchup for you, Neryth. I gotta say, I know your most infamous win con is to go into Tengu here and try to, you know, solidify a game state where you can just use your charge shots and wind rack the opponent to death, or use those beautiful, beautiful beast charges, Tengu breaths. But this folder has Protoman SP and Beast. You don't have Beast. I'm just gonna say, Beast is the difference.
Yeah, there's a couple of pretty hard-hitting sword chips in here. You have Muramasa and Protoman SP. So that's a potential 1,000 or 580 damage from a single hit there. Of course, I do have 3 anti-swords, so hopefully to get some value here. It is just a pretty volatile matchup, though. We're both 1,400 HP. We've got the same Navicust here. Just looks a little bit different, but yeah, it's the same. It's the exact same Navicust. So this is, of course, the Salad Cust, 1,400 HP, packing Cust 1 and Cust 2, rush and beat, all of the good stuff. Perfect for Falzar, but yeah, there's a pretty big threat here from the machine gun 3s, because they can actually remove my anti-sword and then leave me open to a follow-up from Proto SP or Muramasa on the next turn. And so there isn't a really real opportunity for me to do anything if I do end up getting tagged by them. I'm just at the mercy of Salad's offensive chips for that turn. In terms of the matchup, it is going to be very interesting. I think it might be more favored for Salad here in terms of the matchup, just because I don't have any defense and I only have 1,400 HP. So Salad's offensive output is really high with all of the damage from all these chips, right? Base anomaly, blast SP on grass. Usually Salad can pull that off. The risky honey combo, of course, extremely high damage. So it's going to be pretty brutal here. At the same time, if I do manage to get an area lock with Tengu,
it's a pretty solid amount of damage that comes out of that, for sure.
Yeah, so whoever goes down, it's probably going to be a spectacle here.
All right, that being said, I think that's more than enough information. Let's hop into the violence. All right, kicking it off on Salad's side of the screen here. Both players are playing Falzar, if that wasn't mentioned before. So you're going to be trying to play around the same kinds of crosses, but Salad, interestingly, going right away into Tengu. And it's a ditto! Here we go, I like this. Salad immediately has this area grab in hand, mostly trying to prevent Neryth from dropping down all these panel grabs and area grabs of his own. There is plenty. Whoa, what a combo. Okay, that will allow you time to move out the way, but will you be able to get a charge shot? Good maneuvering. Oh, that was a tricky anti-damage just there. Element Man will come out, unfortunately not in the front row like you wanted. Dropping down element man and a erase man afterwards? Is that enough time to get a charge shot? I don't think so. No. And you queue it up. Oh, this is not where you want to be. Oh no. Oh no, Muramasa is a much better chip than Nero Variable. Neryth, I want you to run. I want you to run as fast as you can. You're gonna beast out, right? Right, Neryth? That's what you did. You beasted out. You beasted out. So you're fine. Everything's fine. Everything's okay.
There's no danger here. I don't know what you're talking about.
Fear? What's that? It's not like Sally can just step back and be safe and judge man. Like that. It's not like you're gonna get mixed, right, Neryth? Oh, Puddle Man! Oh, this works! No! I forgot that was the chip sheets. No! Oh no! All right, it's time for Plan B. We stand here menacingly. Oh, I love how Cell is not even attempting to go in range of your shooting. Despite having air shoes, just gonna stick right here where it's nice to save, and I know you can't punish me with some kind of line nuke. So here we go. Interesting, not taking any chips here. Probably wanting to keep that judge in the hand so that way she can go ahead and get some of these panels back, of course. Nice, Beast Out is here. Let's see what you do with it. All right, just going for recover. Oh, and beat. Oh, I hate that bird. Now your whole turn is kind of useless. Well, not too bad, right? Beast charges are so powerful. A lot of people underestimate the beast charges from the neutral beast out, right? It does a solid 2 hits, 100 damage per hit, 200 damage if you get both. It's really good damage in my opinion. But Salad is holding on to this Muramasa, perhaps waiting for a Windrat confirm or just a perfect opportunity. Maybe she wants Erase to go into it.
And it looks like Saad wants to burn one of these turns of Beast Out here. Use the full cust for that purpose.
Okay, slow gauge. Oh, that was an interesting play. You're forced to kind of respect this.
Yeah, my movement here is now going to be controlled. I'm not going to be able to step up because that's going to risk a double hit from this high boomer. So that means my only option is to stay there or to move forward.
Okay. Oh, so we know it's the anti-sword. No. Oh, you can go for a leg. Beast has been completely nullified by the element man elect here. That is 0 value for that chip. Oh, that was so good. Nice. Excellent defense. And now going for some beast charges here. Gonna go ahead and rack up a little bit of damage and use these feathers trying to bait Salad out into the front row. She tried to sneak in and get a cheeky chip charge shot. Oh, and still having defense for this Meteor Knuckle. Back and forth is wild. Both Gigas basically neutralized in the same turn. Wow, you don't see that one every day. That's crazy. You know, I feel bad for my boy, but like, I can't be mad. You know what I mean? It's like, she was trying to hurt you, you know. I don't want you to be hurt, Neryth. You know, I don't want her to be hurt either. I just want you to both to win.
Yeah, I think if that base not only connected, I would just be gone. Pretty sure I'd be 0 HP right now because it had a plus 20 boost on it, so that would have been 720 damage. So I only have 674 HP, so just doing the math, I would have been a little bit negative here.
I mean, you can win with 1 HP, right? Undershirt and all, right? Right, Neryth?
Yeah.
Yeah. Ooh, okay, so Anti-Sword finally has been removed here. Ooh, okay, decross will happen. Salad's gonna go ahead and hang on to the bees. Oh, try to catch your charge shot, but just barely whiffed. Oh, and this is actually gonna push you out of the way instead of taking any of the bees damage. Very nice, very nice. Solid play, solid play. Both players about even despite everything that's happened, but these charge shots are adding up. Oh, and there's life orb at the end of the turn. Okay, I like this decision. Walk forward. No, double area grab. Are you gonna run forward? Yes. Oh, she went for the charge shot to remove it. Oh, that was so smart. Okay. All right, so what's interesting about this, right, is when you input the left B or the B left, you're kind of stuck in that position for a little bit longer. But because she went for the charge shot, she's going to get control of Mega Man a bit sooner. But not crossing is still dangerous. Oh, well, you are mid-buster animation, so it was fine. 250 coming down thanks to the Blast Man. But that flashing is going to be something you can use. Except when your opponent has Erase Man, that means you're about to get decked in the face. Oh, no, she's going for the charge shot. That was greedy. That was so greedy. Oh, you still got punched. That's right. You don't have anti-damage. Oh, my gosh. I keep getting baited. Oh my gosh. Yeah, no Buster Bug here, so it's just doing 3 damage per shot. Good. Wind Rack. Oh, another charge shot. Oh, Bustering down. 1 HP. She survived. You have to go for this life aura. Beasting out here. Okay, very interesting. You do have Muramasa still in hand, but not going for it. Decides that the life aura is way more important. I gotta agree. But your opponent doesn't have Tengu either, and you just saw that Wind Rack. We also know that Neryth doesn't have another wind in the folder, so he has to have something to remove this. Oh, but can Neryth get down there in time to go ahead and fire off another P shot? I imagine a cross happening. No cross. Okay, anti-damage comes up. Step down. Left forward. Life force up. Sanctuary also up. Nice. But what do you do now against the feathers? It's a whole turn of dodging feathers. Rush will get baited here. There's a Wind Rack in here that's going to remove your anti-damage. She's not going for... Oh, it's not. That's right. It's anti-sword. Why do I keep forgetting that? Oh, my gosh. Wow. Okay. That was rough. That was really rough. As soon as she saw that Wind Rack, she knew, like, okay, you don't have this anymore. You don't have anything, actually.
Yeah,
Okay,
unfortunately for me, Saad still had a wall of defenses at the end of that, so wasn't able to close it out, even though I got Saad to 1 HP.
It's tough. It's really tough. If your opponent plays, if you pay attention to your resources and whatever your opponent has, it's really easy to understand what to do next. Oh, and the immediate D-cross. Yeah, that's not going to hit anymore since you know it's coming, but you might still get punched in the face for your troubles. No. Nice. Oh, and also ×2 anger has been triggered here. Now that you have this anger play, what do you use it on? Oh, how interesting. Because Anti-Sword doesn't have a damage... It doesn't have a damage modifier or a number on it. It can't be ×2'd.
No, that's completely wrong, actually. Anti-Sword does have a damage number on it and would have gotten boosted, I believe. It's that, This tells Salad that this is either anti-Navi or anti-recovery.
It's anti-recovery, isn't it? It's anti-recovery, isn't it, Neryth? Neryth, it's anti-recovery, right? Why aren't you talking to me, Neryth?
Huh? What? Why would I ruin the surprise?
So true. I guess we'll never know, right? Charge shot's not gonna do anything here. Goes for the anti-damage. Element Man ×2. Yeah, goodbye, Life Aura. You will be missed. You will 100% be missed. Now, this is actually pretty good for you because this is something you don't have to worry about later on either, right? You've already seen the Life Aura, and now you can use your Wind Rack or your Tengu Cross without feeling too pressured. Going double invis here is interesting. Oh wait, wow! You don't play grab revenge or banish either, but you do have a ton of area control, so I guess that makes sense. Okay. Rush will come up, but there is a second invis in hand just in case you try to be cheeky. Nope, just gonna take your damage. I respect it. Oh yeah, that's a Muramasa. Okay, it's just 213. It's baby sword. Oh, she's still gonna take it. Okay. No, I'm here for it. I'm here for it. I'll take 200 out of that. Sure. Oh, I hate that bird so much, but this is confirmed, right? I can get this, right? Oh, got him. All right, nice. Only 200. He recovered away. That's funny. Oh, it is an anti-navi. Look at that. Wow. Okay, so that means you're going to save your anti-recovery for possibly... Oh, nice trap, actually. Now, Sally can't actually enter the center panel. Oh, she's going for it. Yep, she's going for it. I like the mix here. Not going into Tomahawk to, kind of show, hey, I'm going for this. It's more ambiguous, right? I'm going to just go ahead and use these beasts while I'm in Tengu because it's a little less likely that my opponent will be able to react to it. Except you are going right into this, which means you're probably going to run straight forward, which means... Oh, that's rude. Oh, that's rude. Oh, still. Nice, okay. Didn't get the block. Unfortunate. Area grab, nice. Good trade. I love this decision to go for these charge shots anyway. You're forcing Salad into a situation where she has to take poison damage anyway. And that's the trade-off. You can just hold that and let Salad do the thing where she dances. That's really funny. In this hand, we do see multiple ways to deal with this barrier, namely Windwrack, but we also see the B brothers in hand as well. If you can get a direct hit from the rack, you should be able to drop Blastman. But Salad is choosing to go for anti-damage first. What is your game plan here, Neryth? Okay, obviously you have access to the open T-sheet, so you know what's happening and what chips have been used, so maybe you're just kind of recounting that and going through what chips you have to play around. Air grab does come down. TFC Judgment, unfortunately, you do get the freeze though, the paralysis. Panel grab, really, really powerful chip in this folder. Can step forward and still get your charge shots now too. Erasement comes down as well. It's just a lot of damage. Oh, and its damage is up. Meteor Knuckle, no TFC for... That was so risky. Oh, okay, well, I understand. Oh! If y'all could have seen my face, if y'all could have seen my face, anti-sword kind of good. I ain't gonna lie to you. That's pretty good. I know Salad was laughing her butt off after that one. I'm like, wait a minute, no, not like this. Oh man, that was funny.
Yep. Anti-damage is clearly the inferior trap here. Anti-sword
true.
protects you from everything that's worth protecting you from, right?
Like Muramasa.
Like Muramasa.
Exactly. Because that's a chip to really be afraid of, because it can do up to 500 damage, and on your little Tengu that's like 1,000 damage. That's a lot. Gotta protect it.
So it is a full grass field here to start with, which means Salad has some fire options available.
All right, Beat there will go ahead and eat his due, and eat his due he will. Coming back for the seconds. Delicioso. That's funny. And Rush 2. We just eat it out here, I guess. Oh, Blastman's gonna do times 2 before the get him though. That's nice. Nice. Okay, that worked out really well for you. That Judgment will not be able to. Well, this is an awkward. Oh, oof. Your timing is immaculate, Neryth. That is. Oh, those are beasts. You won't tip charge them. Is it worth it? You can always double point base, right? Okay, you know what? Yeah, I like that. Yeah, no, that's fine, Sal. You got this. No, Sal, no. Yeah. Well, really? Yeah. All right. We're good. Gonna drop Invest immediately? No, taste the damage. All right, nice. I see what you went for. Oh, okay. I really like this decision making from you, because now you can deny that panel and stop her from stepping forward to get anything cheeky, and she has to respect it. Oh, except for that. Never mind. Yeah, you're not doing that again. You learned your lesson. Oh, no, you did. Underestimated Neryth here.
Bold of you to think that I ever learned my lesson.
No, I'll take another one. That's fine. Oh, so that's what's in your hand. Interesting. Overstepped. Yeah, do it again. Go ahead. Oof. Invest finally making do. Okay. I like the idea for freeze, because that's the only thing at the moment that could. Oh, wait. Is that a... No cross cancel? Salad, what are you doing? What are we doing? Okay, I'm not. I shouldn't be so scared, right? It's not like you have Muramasa in your folder. What are you gonna do? Anti-recovery? What is that gonna do?
Yeah, I mean, what am I gonna do here?
Yeah.
I don't really have a good defensive play here.
No. About that, I apologize for my sudden and rude outbursts. What? You tainted? You're just mean. You're mean. You're like, bees, I have my sanctuary. Wow. Accept it. The game is over. Panel grab's so good. That was maximum hits off that Knuckles there. Sheesh. GG.
Yeah, well played to Salad there. Unfortunately, Salad did make that decision at the very end to hang on to their hand, and just ended up taking the maximum hit Knuckles there. Going into that turn, I was just thinking, there's no way this connects, right? I have to use area grab, then I have to use panel grab, and that's dependent on Salad not cross canceling and just stepping back. So it ended up working out. Very rare instance of me just making a complete. How would I even call it? What would I even call this? A completely pea-brained play of just trying to brute force my Giga through any potential defense there, which was very likely to come out there. I think Salad did have a Life Aura in there in that hand, so Salad very easily could have just dropped her current hand, chosen the Life Aura, and been safe against that. But unfortunately for Salad, that does mean that I will be moving on in the winners bracket, and Salad is getting knocked into the win harder bracket.
And without further ado, let's move on ahead on the schedule, as up next we will have Player Zero versus ShironaNep.
All right, this is actually the first Gregar appearance today, and we are seeing Player Zero versus ShironaNep, like you mentioned. Player Zero with their L code set up, Gambling Buster, 1800 HP, and then attack max, speed max, charge max. And these Buster components being bugged means that the Buster Jam proc, or the Buster Jam bug will be showing up here. And with Player Zero, that means a lot of free charge shots and a lot of free DPS.
Yay!
So the Buster Jam bug does convert a number of your charge shots, depending on the level of your Buster Jam, into just fully charged shots. The trade-off is that it clogs your busters so that your normal shots are just clogged. But once bug fix is used, it returns your buster to full functionality. Player Zero, you can see, is running the uninstall and L code along with Bubble Star and Elec Dragon. So there's also a Machine Gun 1 in Star code. So lots of good options here to land this uninstall. You can also see Element Man SP being Player Zero's SP Navi of choice, as well as this Meteor Knuckle, as Player Zero does not need HUD Batch here. So gonna be pretty interesting to see this play out. ShironaNep on the right is playing their Big Hook folder with a decent amount of freeze set up, right? There's Flash Bomb 3, Ice Seed, Aqua Dragons. So all these chips dedicated to trying to set up for the Big Hook dream. So it's going to be interesting to see how this plays out. But this does mean that ShironaNep, if you look at their Navicust, they don't have air shoes. And in Gregar, you don't get built-in air shoes into any of your crosses or your beasts, unlike Falzar. So ShironaNep is going to be a bit vulnerable to panel breaking effects here, but we'll see whether or not this Big Hook can connect. I would count this as a win for Shirona if the Big Hook just lands. If you can just land both hits of the Big Hook, preferably, that would be a dream come true. And I would just count that as a loss for Player Zero. So
I 100% agree on that front, and I believe that's enough for the steps. Are you good to go in?
Yeah, let's head right into the set.
Okay, but right before we go on in, we did receive a donation from Tipo Malo. And in their message, we said, even as a casual viewer hoping to participate one day, I gotta say, I appreciate the time and effort y'all put in. Thank you. Actually, people, thank you for being such an avid viewer of our channel. We appreciate you being here and enjoying Battle Network with us. It is just a fun time. We love this game, and we're glad to see fans who enjoy it just as much. But that being said, let's hop into the match. All right into the match we go. We are watching from the site of playerzero. Honestly,
very rare instance of playerzero not getting a turn.
You know what I'm saying? I was just about to say that. Like, I'm just disappointed. Like, how dare you?
Very, very rare instance of playerzero not getting turn 1 bug fix life aura.
Wow. Imagine having to use a resource to find it. Crazy. While the opponent just opens bug fix and they're playing Gregar. So good for you, playerzero. Charlie making a huge debut here, cracking all those back row panels. Meanwhile, ShironaNep throwing away Blastman into this barrier. Kind of have to do it. Unfortunate. Oh, counter hit! See, does make it smart, though. Which means we will see some possible free shenanigans in the upcoming turns. This also means playerzero cannot access the centermost panel of their field at the moment unless they actually use this area grab. Area grab would allow playerzero to center themselves in the frontmost row. But without that, there will be no way to properly position in the center unless you change into SoulXCross. Yeah, that would definitely do it. SoulXCross allows you the ability to walk over ice panels unimpeded. So this would work out very well for playerzero. Life Orb does come down for ShironaNep. Not going to have many resources right away to deal with it either. playerzero decides to just hold on to the hand here. Going to take a charge shot for the troubles. Not quite a lockout because the backwards panel will... Oh, okay. That is a lockout now.
Ooh, okay.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, looks like Shirona had that perfect answer to this area lock here.
Walking right into the Raceman range. Gonna get paralyzed here, but I don't know if there's much of a setup or follow-up for ShironaNep. Okay, I think, yeah, that was definitely there to probably counter Dust, but as we can see, that didn't last very long.
Yeah, it's a very good thing that ShironaNep had that Judge Man right there, because if they were still area locked like that, playerzero would have been able to go for a max area or max damage Meteor Knuckle and then go into Tengu, remove the life aura, so on, just to that 800 damage threat would have been pretty significant. But now instead, this turn, playerzero is going to go for a little bit of an aggressive area play here, remove the anti-damage.
Oh, actually, removing that anti-damage in that way was pretty safe for playerzero, right? Usually the charge shot is pretty rough to hit. Nice. TFC Meteor Knuckle will get two hits. Okay, that's not terrible. Oh, and the D-Cross as the frame trap comes into play. Very nice. ShironaNep dealing with Tengu here, which is very valuable. playerzero plays very well with Tengu Cross, just like a certain somebody that I know.
Wonderful. You love to see it. playerzero still doesn't have bug fix.
Nice.
They still don't have bug fix, and they only got 2 hits on that Meteor Knuckle on 4 panels, which is well below average. You love to see it.
Hold on there. 2 hits, Meteor Knuckle, not bad.
Not bad.
Oh, that's what you get for not getting your ×2. You trying to be cheeky out here. I see you, PZ.
Ooh, yeah. So playerzero. Oh wow, taking 2
nice
hits.
Double hit. Oh, the counter hit.
Oh, no Buster Jam procs. What's happening, playerzero? What's
playerzero, you've barely touched your procs. What's going on? Okay, nice. Good charge shot.
And still no bug fix. Bug fix is probably like the final chip in playerzero's folder at this point. You love to see it. Hopefully, playerzero never draws the bug fix. Hopefully, it just like fell out of the
folder
hole. Yeah, it just fell out of a hole in the bottom of the folder.
Yeah, sure.
It will never be seen.
Should definitely get patched that up, easy. You don't want holes in your folder stack.
Oh, simultaneous beast out here.
I don't know if I like using anti-damage in this situation. I kind of want to be beast charging them. Oh, big hook!
Oh,
Taking the drill drive, the drill that pierces the heavens into wind rack. Oh, this is not good. This is not looking good. Element Man in hand, it's a decent amount of damage. That'd be more than 1/3. Definitely at least 2/3 worth of HP damage right there.
It's funny that you see both players at the very end of that last turn dropping their Buster, not wanting to get trapped into the animation at the start of the next turn. But it almost comes off as like a gentleman's agreement.
All right, both anti-navies will trigger, which will result, unfortunately, in ShironaNep's neck of 140 HP. Panel grab gonna come down as well, and this barrier will protect Player Zero's precious life points from being attacked directly. Yeah, very unfortunate turn for Shirona here. Heatman, nice, will deal with the barrier though.
Yeah, but still, all of those offensive chips were just thrown into the life aura there. No options to get rid of it. Having to get all the way into that Heatman SP at the back of that hand. And now Player Zero basically has their pick of how to finish this off.
Well, it ain't over until the...
We finally see the bug fix. What I would like to see here is Player Zero should just straight up beast charge it. Yeah, just beast charge it.
Is that what we're gonna see? Oh, of course. Oh, turn one, starting off with Invisible on ShironaNep's side.
All right. This is looking more like a normal PZ.
Wow.
You got Life Aura, bug fix, turn one, and so it's like the universe has already recognized its error in that last game and just being like, oh wait, no, this is Player Zero, so
yep,
here we go.
All right, immediate frame 1B left. No, not even. Oh, unfortunate. I expected it. There it is. Let's talk. Bug fix, nice. I think... Oh, okay, actually, that's not bad. This is our area. I'm not giving it back. It's ours. We agreed to this. And now we're going to see so much dust profit. It's also interesting. Player Zero still has those 2 rock cubes in hand. I wonder if he's going to forget.
Yeah, it is pretty common for players to forget that they've got the rock cubes in their belly when they're playing SoulXCross.
Going with anti-navi here seems pretty good to stop a potential... Oh, okay. Maybe we won't see it. Oh, there it is. Oh, nice! Nice!
Yeah, that was unfortunately the wrong chip to try to TFC the anti-navi.
Tell you, man, gonna go ahead and whip here.
Very nice. Player Zero still managing to squeeze all of these chips out before the end of that turn. As a result, they both have Invis going into this next turn here. That'll give them a good window to be able to play offensively here.
Judgment coming down. It will go into an anti-damage. But the area coming back is more important, and there's a frame trap opportunity. Oh, it doesn't go. Oh, it does go unimpeded. Ice will set up something. Erase Man gonna do double damage here. And of course, there will be an anti-damage follow-up. No, goes right for the meter knuckle. 6 hits. Another anti-navi. Go for ice? No, goes elect. Interesting. I think that opponent was still in the front row.
Yeah, but they were still flashing from the meteor knuckle.
Okay. Ooh, nice. D-cross. Oh, that's a good point. In Twitch chat, PZ is actually saying, as in 1GP, that you going for ice would have fixed the panels for ShironaNep anyway, so wanting to keep the opponent trapped was valued much higher here, which is definitely the smarter choice. Okay, panel grab in hand will come down. Oh no, tip charging it. Nice. Because your opponent can't move. Oh, okay. Nice. ShironaNep had the invis for that, so it does work out, and they'll be able to escape. Oh, nice. Oh, there goes the freeze.
Very rare instance of Neo Variable doing a non-zero amount of damage. Dragging the average up a bit.
I can see uninstall being put on high boomer here because the field is a bit awkward. And you can force your opponent to respect it by just standing there, right? They're gonna want to go to the sides to try and dodge if you're in the center. I think this is the safest bet. If you want to land this attack, you could also go for the Bubble Star into Elect Dragon. That's what I would do. Let's see if playerzero does something similar. Okay. All right. Deciding that you're going to want to end with it instead of start with it. Oh, D-cross happens? Oh! No, Judgment. Oh, because you're trapped. That makes sense. Oh, but now you get your movement back. Nice. What's your follow-up? Machine Sword. Nice. Oh, the D-cross. Oh, what a scramble. Yo, that was crazy.
That Flash Bomb 3 applying a blind actually prevented playeRzero's Beast from doing a Beast jump with the Wind Rack. So that actually allowed ShironaNep to just close it out there.
Oh man, that was such a nice comeback. That was a big scramble for sure, but both players making it to game 3 here. Whoever takes this will stay in the winner's bracket, but unfortunately someone's got to go down to the depths of the sharks, where Saddle lies in wait, which is very scary. Oh, okay, nice. And we still got the Charlie. Go ahead and take care of these panels. You don't want to be trapped, and you're trapped. Was that a 3-frame on anti-navi? Oh, anti-damage. Unfortunate. No worries. Eat cubes.
Let's see if playerzero can draw something for this Flash Bomb here. Some sort of defense that would actually block it, maybe.
Okay, I agree with these decisions. Oh, Life Aura could block the paralysis from Flashbang, but it starts a TFC, which is kind of scary. Maybe you bring Life Aura into anti-navi. That's what I'm thinking. Okay, not going for it. That does risk a D-cross from a race man on your opponent's side. Life Aura does safely go up though. Oh, that's
this
nice.
wind rack.
Oh
It's
no!
interrupted by the erased man.
Go right for ice. Interesting. That gives a panel though. I would have went wood anyway, just for the decross.
I think player 0 still has a cube. I think they could have gone for the 400 damage. Yeah, they could have gone for the 400 damage with the freeze combo. But instead, I think player 0 forgot and then ended up wasting the freeze there. Yeah, so player 0 probably realizing their mistake now, just being like, wait, why did I do that? I could have done way more damage.
You know, it's unfortunate that PC had the Life Aura up, but what I really like about Flash Bombs is that you can go into Elect Cross and chip charge them, and when they're chip charged, they get the paralysis on the physical body of the chip. So when you throw it, it paralyzes if they stand under it, or if it paralyzes on the flash. So, great awareness to hold on to that.
This does mean that the wind rack was, or the Life Aura was dealt with by the back B from the Tengu. And now ShironaNep is still trapped in this situation, which is definitely not what you want to be in, with no air shoes.
Oh wow! Nero variable in player 0's hand, but gets just throwing it away to do 0 damage in this situation. Wow, how sad. It's almost like if it was Muramasa, you wouldn't have had to wait. Wow, oh, how unfortunate. Okay, excellent defense from ShironaNep, just trying to get out of there safely. Oh man. Oh, good charge shot.
Narrow5XL in Twitch chat saying that Meteor Knuckle hit 2 panels like a million times. Well, it had to, because Meteor Knuckle is centered on your opponent and only hits their panels. So if you manage to contort the area in a way that such that they're only standing on one panel with one panel available adjacent to that panel, it will do the maximum number of hits on both those panels.
Nice. Really gets down to Magnum. Still gets the Trap Machine Sword. Will decross as well. Oh, but decross right back at you. Oh, the lance! The big hook! No! No! Not like this! Not like this! No! It's not fair! It's not fair! No! 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 It's not your fault, Shirona. It's not your fault. Imagine having defense in that exact situation. Wow, how lucky. I mean, it's not like PC had access to an open t-shirt of sorts and knew that, you know, the opponent had Big Hook in the folder somewhere. I mean, how could he have known?
How indeed. But yeah, unfortunately, that does mean that was most of Shirona's damage disappearing into the void right there. Big Hook Dream is dead, and with it, ShironaNep will be shortly joining it. Yeah, with this damage, with this HP gap, I should say, just about 1,000 HP difference. It's only a matter of time here. Player 0 going to slowly close this out. Now the Flash Bomb 3 has applied a blind here to player 0, which makes it so player 0 cannot tell how much HP ShironaNep has left. But it's safe to say it's probably in the range of 100 something. So just a little bit of this Falzar Feather. Wow, even less than that. It was ShironaNep was down to like 30 HP at the end. So yeah, with that, player 0 has taken the set and denied the Big Hook Dream like the monster that he is. But that does mean ShironaNep is as a result, knocked down into the losers bracket, or excuse me, the win harder bracket, while player 0 will be advancing through the winners bracket here. But yeah, so GG, well played to player 0 and ShironaNep. With that, I believe we can move into setups for our next set of the day, which should be Thiago versus HonorNite.
Now this is going to be an interesting matchup for sure. Two vets going at it as per usual. But now I'm taking a look at Thiago's build here, and I gotta say, seeing animal friends in a build is the most detestable, horrifying thing I've ever seen. It's ugly. I hate it. I hate that there's 3 animal friends in the build here. I hate that Beat is here. I hate that Tango is here. I hate that Rush is here. No bias.
Whoa.
No bias. No bias.
Whoa.
No
Hey,
bias.
hold on here,
No.
Soul.
Okay.
What's with this? Why do you hate animals?
I don't hate animals. I hate those animals.
What's wrong with these animals? Why do you hate them?
They take things from you.
What does Tango take from you?
Your chances at winning.
All right, fair enough. But yeah, so Thiago on the left running this zoo cust with all 3 of the PvP animals, Rush, Beat, and Tango. The cat, bird, and dog combination here. It's pretty funny that Thiago managed to make top cut using this build. Not that there's anything wrong with it. This is a 1900 HP build, so it's pretty beefy in that regard. It's got Rush, Beat, Tango, the entire gimmick here. But then this does mean that Thiago has to run Hut Batch and to get buster stats, to get a good win condition late game. But this also means Thiago doesn't have Buster Jam proc to fall back on or anything, right? Because there's Bug Stop in that Navicust, and there's no Buster pieces in there anyways to bug it. So a very different type of folder here. We are going to see L code being played here, a good mix of chips, Magnums, Elect Dragons, Bubble Star Pulse combo, and of course the uninstall in there. You can also see there's 2 M-code chips in here, Muramasa, the greatest sword chip, of course, and then Grab Banish. So pretty good combination here. And a pretty standard splash of defensive chips, and good SP navies like Element SP, Ground SP, just heavy hitting chips with good utility here. And that's Thiago's side here on the left. Looking at HonorNite's build here, we do see it's a Falzar versus Gregar matchup, so it's going to be very, very spicy. HonorNite's build is 1900 HP with attack max, speed max, charge max, so everything you would want in your buster. It is a bugged build, so what's going to happen here is, of course, the Buster Jam procs. Going to have a maximum power to the Buster Jam procs here. This means HonorNite is going to need to draw this bug fix because they've also got their cust bugged with that custom 2. And of course they have no shoes here with this higher HP Gregar build. Usually what you'll see is your shoes being sacrificed here. It does give Thiago a little bit of a window, a little bit of some counterplay opportunity with the Magnums that have panel breaking effects. Those will be a hindrance to HonorNite. When looking at HonorNite's build, it is a B code setup here with the B Brothers, Proto SP, Blast SP, and then just the standard array of B code offensive chips. Should be an interesting match. It is going to be played out in slow gauge because HonorNite does have 2 slow gauges. They will be uncontested by any. Well, actually, no. I completely missed this. Thiago's got double fast gauge as well. Okay, so that should actually be that's even spicier. That's even more interesting. It's going to be a battle of wills here, a battle to see who has the stronger neutral game, who can tough it out and hold on to your gauges for as long as possible. Wait for your opponent to feel pressure to use their gauge and then pop yours right afterwards. That way you will win the eventual gauge war. Pretty spicy. That's actually going to be very spicy because if you look at their SP navies as well, in terms of a Falzar versus Gregor matchup, B code is really good. The B brothers are very, very good versus Falzar because Falzar's main crosses, the main offensive crosses, tend to be Tomahawk and Tengu. So Proto SP and Blast SP perfectly counter that. And on the other hand, Thiago does have the ground SP, which is a very good check for slash cross on Gregor's side. And element SP is so versatile; it can just be flexed into countering 3 of the 4 remaining crosses from Gregor. So this is going to be a very, very spicy match. I can already tell.
All right, without further ado, let's hop into the match and see how it shakes out.
We see this turn 1 uninstall in Thiago's hand, but there's nothing to pair it up with. So the question here is, how is Thiago going to play this turn 1? They've got to be careful because there are machine gun 3s, 2 machine gun 3s in HonorNite's folder.
And it's not just that, there's Erase Man 2, right? And it's like, you don't have any protection for this dust, but you wanna have it because you only have these 5 chips in your hand. You also want to take this is a very scary situation. Oh wait, no, we have first barrier. We don't care. Never mind. As we were.
Ooh, and there is the invis right off the bat from HonorNite here is going to make any offensive play from Thiago pretty much. Oh wait, no, never mind. Rush gets popped right away. kind of wasting that. Ooh, yeah, that's an unfortunate sequence of events for HonorNite there. Not able to make use of that free invis.
Okay, nice. Okay, do we see early fast gauge? No, we don't. Still trying to find hub batch here. And you know what? Going for hub bat is really nice and safe versus HonorNite because they don't have any uninstalls in the folder. So as soon as you see it, you're going to want to pop that off right away and get access to these really powerful strats and stats in this folder that you need.
And you can see Thiago's hand there. It's spelled out LOL.
All right, don't see an area grab? No, okay, no area grab so far. Yeah, breaking this panel will stop HonorNite from being able to move willy-nilly. Tournament SP does come out waiting for the opportunity for the opponent to step out of the whole area. Goes for the area grab as well, and that is an undodgeable machine gun cursor. You are clipped.
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
Wrap it up. ChinaTV. You did good.
Yeah, the question is just whether or not you just take it on the chin, and then because you don't want to get chased around wasting all of your crosses. So maybe just take it on the chin. Let Dust Cross fall. Thiago is going to beast and maybe try to step back here, but I don't think there's gonna be enough time. I think
but Honor's definitely gonna cross cancel here. You're still gonna get clipped by this cursor. Even if it is just the one shot, that's all he really cares about at this point, and you're not gonna just stand there. I mean, there's nowhere for him to go either, right? I guess.
I mean, does HonorNite really need to cross cancel here?
I guess not. You know, HonorNite does like to sit on resources as well. Yeah.
Yeah, just let it play out. HonorNite was just going to let that play out with the machine gun. Get the guaranteed decross there.
And return will get some value. That is the slowest Hadouken, which is very tricky to move around, actually. I don't give it enough credit, Bubble Star 1, but it does force positioning and movement, so you might as well try and use that chip to your advantage, especially if you have it in code. And that's kind of something I'm going to make a change to in my folder later. Learning.
Unfortunately, I'm too old to learn, so yeah, I don't absorb any new information anymore.
True. Old dog, same tricks, No new tricks from the old dog. I forget the actual saying. Ooh, nice. Good positioning for that boomer. Gonna get rid of that anti-damage. But will also deny... Oh, very quick movement from Thiago there. Was able to deny the center panel being taken. Oh, another piece of the puzzle. 400 damage. Nice. And the flinch. Also nice.
Here's the hub badge showing up for Thiago. Just will give them buster stats and cust max. So popping it straight away here.
An empty erase man play. I suppose it will save you for the remainder of this round? No, it won't. Oh, the fire hit! You almost got punched in the face, my boy. That would have been really bad.
Yeah, especially on that grass panel.
Grass panel? Oh, yeah. Yeah, for sure. You would have seen Tango real early. We do see Bubble Star combo in hand, but not going for it. Instead, trying to get area back and win track here. I kind of like this play. Your opponent doesn't have many area grabs, and we've seen them use at least a bunch of them here. Oh, what an unfortunate time to go for a life or a on fort.
Yeah, and HonorNet's going to lose all of this area on top of it. Completely denying any /cross value here.
I love this. Walking forward, just going ahead and getting in that space. Oh, running all the way back, though. Unfortunate. Don't go for grass. Go for a lick. Okay, yeah, that's fair, too.
I mean, the elect wouldn't have any real impact anyways because Hub Batch was popped.
True.
And I don't believe... Yeah, there's a... With the Hub Batch, Thiago has both float and air shoes, so broken panels, not a problem.
You know what the worst part about all this is, Neryth?
What is that?
Thiago still has Tango. Like, you're doing all this damage. And then, oh wait, there's no undershirt. Oh yeah, but Hub gives undershirt. Okay, whoa. That was a little scary. I don't know if I like the Magnum before the Bubble Star combo. Okay, actually, you can trap the opponent, right? So they'll have to take the damage no matter what. All right, no, this does make sense. Okay, opponent steps back. HonorNite now has only one row to himself for movement. Plays around the barrier. Nice. Good positioning on these charge shots. Mixing up the timing as well, but unfortunately you are now trapped. Oh, the fire hit, no counter hit on it. Anti-damage will protect him too. Nice. This will trigger our good friend Tango. Nice and healthy. Nice, 1 HP left, gonna trap it up. The panels return on the backside though. There are no recover 300s in HonorNite's folder either, so that means this is it. This is the HP he has for the remainder of this round. But can he finish this? Going full cust? I don't know. I feel like, not full cust, fast gauge is really interesting. I don't know if I like it. All right, Rush will be triggered here. When Drek came out? Yeah, there's no way. And with that, we're here in game 2, HonorNite versus Thiago. Of course, looking from the point of view of Thiago.
This is going to be a good field for Thiago here. Going to get the back B and these free rock cubes. But going to have to hope that HonorNite does not have a machine gun right off the bat, because that will be a very quick decross. And Thiago doesn't have any defense other than this invis, but it's going to go into rush.
And there's rush, and we will see a prompt full cust, or maybe we'll take up the barriers or the blocks and then go full cust. No, immediate full cust. Interesting. Yeah, I like this. Gotta send it all back. Gotta find a hub bat as soon as possible. Oh, this is a rough start. Honestly, I don't even think you want to suck up the cubes here. You kind of want to just let them absorb as much damage as they can for you. Maybe absorb them if your opponent prioritizes trying to hit you in the center. Okay, let's see what to play. B gonna get its early morning snack. All right, does go for the suck immediately. Life Orb will go up. Area grab as well. Did you get Kernel Force like turn 1? Oh my gosh! No way! Are you kidding me?
Oh, with that, Thiago has lost more than half their HP.
Yo.
And can you imagine?
Draw your Kernel Force already? Come on, my face.
Can you imagine?
Wow.
If Thiago had taken that on either the top or bottom instead, that would be an extra row of Kernel Force soldiers there. Would have been even more damage. But
oh my gosh. That was very scary. An extra row of damage too. Oh, that was very, very scary. Okay, the rock gonna go ahead and do some extra damage too. Ooh, good movement. Dodges the first arrow. Oh, unfortunately, let's go with the rush on a bad timing. Or maybe, okay, maybe he wanted that, but having the second invis? Yeah, okay. It was a whiff chip charge. I wasn't making that up. Okay. Yeah, you definitely wanted to charge that and then go for the second invis to end the turn with rush so you could cross cancel. But unfortunately, let go a little early. Beast charges are very finicky with release times and trying to use battleships. It's very tough.
yeah, and it looks like Thiago is going to go for this pulse rack combo, try to get the D-cross on Erase Beast so that he doesn't end up taking a ×2 Erase Tail. Ooh, but HonorNite has already switched out of Erase anyways.
Ooh, almost avoided it entirely. The books will grab back these panels too. Are we gonna chip charge the fast gauge? Yes, we are. Dodges both of them, very nice. And dodges the elect brace, nice. Okay, that is a Muramasa with the max amount of damage output on it. And we also found our hub. All right, nice. You know, we haven't seen Proto Man yet. I could imagine that HonorNite probably sitting on it for a little bit, trying to bait out that Tengu. The beast turns are running out for Thiago as well. But now you also just put a bunch of broken panels on the opponent's field. That could be scary for a Proto Man too. Nice bubble win. Oh, the double bubble shuffle into the judgment. Nice, nice. Oh, but yeah, the anti-damage will prevent the ending of... that was a good sequence, so I'll take it. Okay, I like this choice because you definitely feel like... I feel like SoulXCross is such a big part of HonorNite's entire game plan here, and most regular game plans in general, let's be honest. So bringing in a Groundman SP for this situation could be the right call for this turn. It would do a significant amount of damage to HonorNite if the call is correct here. And we're about to see it. I do read a SoulXCross coming as well. There's a little bit of... Okay, no slash came out. Wow, excellent discipline for HonorNite. Okay, you know what? Both players just trading charge shots just like this. You know, I kind of like where this is going. And blocks the ground. Oh, no. Interesting. Going for grass, recovering the panel. Oh, that's right. Hub is in effect, so they weren't breaking regardless. Duh. I completely forgot.
Yeah, it's a very ominous grass field there. We'll see what happens this next turn.
And there's the slash. Now that we've seen Groundman and SP come out, Element Man SP in hand, though, it's going to do double damage. Tango coming into play here. Oh, man, robbing the chances of victory, just going further and further into the hole.
Oh, no. Thiago caught mashing there.
No, that would have been game.
Ended up throwing away the Element SP. Would have been fire on grass for 480 damage there. Would have left HonorNite with half as much HP. Unfortunately, that time freeze did occur. Thiago still got a solid lineup of offensive options here with these Magnums coming in.
Magnums will go ahead and trap. If you step up or down, you will be locked to the singular panel. Element Man.
No.
Oh. All right, good recovery.
Okay.
Nice. Oh, didn't get there in time. Tengu will make very quick work of this life aura, of course. Area grab coming down. Trading area grabs. Okay, not bad, not bad. There goes the barrier and Bubble Star combo into Lek with the uninstall. No more super armor for HonorNite here. Oh, risky play standing in the front row like that. Not sure if that was calculated risk, but now you're in a situation where you can possibly be taken out by some charge shots.
We are going to see Thiago go for this Muramasa here. We'll see whether or not it connects.
The area isn't quite great for the Muramasa. I mean, at the end of the day, it is a glorified longsword, but we'll see what happens. Charge cross is in effect as well. Really smart for HonorNite. Gonna force that respect. Thiago wants to let loose that Muramasa, but was not in a position for it to be effective. Immediate cross change to a water. Oh, charge tackling it. Nah, not long enough though. Nice, nice. Oh, the sword whiffs here. Okay, but we do have a Light Dragon. This will also make some broken panels. Nice! Very small HonorNite hugging the back row, deciding that, hey, you know what? I can't escape this anyway. Might as well stay in the back here. Yeah, he was staying this cross. Oh, this is getting close. Only 2 HP. Oh, that's it.
Well, that is the end of that set.
And unfortunately, the pets moon on up the bracket here.
Very, no bias from Soul.
No. None.
You animal hater, you.
Oh, wow. First of all, your words, not mine.
But yeah, that does mean HonorNite has knocked down into the win harder bracket, whereas Thiago will be moving on ahead. And I believe playerzero will be stepping in here to bring us through the bracket and show us what's going on before we continue with the next set. So,
All right, yeah, definitely well played to both sides and to everyone we've seen so far. So, I guess let's go to the bracket and see how it looks. All right, so as you can see, this was the standings at the beginning of the tournament, or at the beginning of the top cut, I should say, and this is where we are now. So we saw Passbyword vs ChinaTV, with ChinaTV moving down to the win harder bracket, Salad vs Neryth, Salad losing that matchup, and playerzero vs ShironaNep, with ShironaNep going down, and then finally Thiago vs HonorNite, with HonorNite moving down to the win harder bracket. So, as mentioned by Neryth earlier, there is still the lower side of the bracket, which we will be going over throughout the next week, but for now we will be going through the remainder of the winners bracket. So the matches going forward today will be Passbyword vs Neryth, playerzero vs Thiago, and the winners from these two to stay onto the winners finals. And with that, let's go into the setups for Neryth vs Passbyword.
all right. We've seen the triple anti-sword build, Tengu-oriented build from Neryth before. And we have seen Passbyword's very interesting bugged buster setup with the Meg Folder 1 for Groundman SP, Judge SP, Element SP. We've seen both these builds before, so rather than talking about each individual build, we can talk about the matchup more specifically. Passbyword does have 1800 HP, so a pretty significant 400 HP lead, and does have a stronger neutral game thanks to Buster Bug. So this is going to be more so about whether or not Tengu gets preserved on the other side of this matchup. Tengu Cross would be pretty pivotal to locking Passbyword down and allowing that HP gap to be closed. There's no defense that's able to block something like Meteor Knuckle or Groundman SP or any of these things. So it's going to be a pretty interesting matchup. Should be pretty volatile in terms of how the damage comes out. I'm not sure I have too much else to say about the matchup. Just that major things to look out for are going to be how the area difference gets utilized here. I do think this was played on 8 delay for my side at least. So this was played with the maximum possible delay. Which is a little bit hard to get used to, but I mean, it's better than the alternative. So, but yeah, unless you have anything to add to this, I think we're good to head into the matchup.
Yeah, I think I'm good too. Let's head right into it.
Okay, so this is from Passbyword's perspective here. We see that turn 1 bug fix, and I think that was also the turn 1 is that barrier 200 or a life aura? Wasn't quite sure what I saw there, but either way, some good defense and a quick bug fix right off the bat.
Who has defense? Oh, right, yeah, Passbyword. Oh, yeah. Ooh, okay. I was a little shook for a second. I was like, yo, you don't play no defense.
Both players going into SoulXCross turn 1. We see the barrier 200 come out for Passbyword. And life aura come out from the other side, so it's going to be a lot of chips being burned this first turn.
Bug fix is up and immediately right into full cuts. Nice. And slow gauge was actually triggered before the end of the round. So coming up into the next round and the foreseeable rounds as well, we will be seeing more slow gauge turns. Passbyword doesn't have access to any gauge controls, so the whole match is going to be pretty slowed down. Okay, and you know, not a really bad strategy here. I kind of like the idea of going for Windvac, especially since you saw the opponent use Life Aura, but decides to go Tengu as well. I'm not sure about that. I think it's kind of like one or the other at that point. This is a tough choice, I feel like. I do like the idea of changing out to Sanctuary. The earlier you play Sanctuary, usually the more valuable it is. It forces your opponent to have to find outs for it, but Passbyword opts not to go for that. Oh, immediate B left. Element Man SP will trade here. Nice, we'll get the damage down because that most likely is not an anti-damage, of course. Erase Man. Oh, no beat. That's right. Oh, man, I really do hate that bird. Now, charge shots are coming down. Neryth very smartly decides to try and camp. Oh, wait, the ice panels are messing it up for you, huh? Nice. Okay, but you are able to slow down again. All right, the B-Buster procs actually kind of making that about even in terms of damage trades. Man, those procs are so powerful.
Yeah, that exchange still ended up being in my favor, but not by as much as I would have liked, because of that Buster Jam proc.
Buster Jam is just so popular right now. Like, if your build doesn't have Buster Jam, then you have to have so much damage in your folder. Like, it just does too much. Into the next turn, immediately starting off with 2 Buster procs into uninstall Machine Gun, followed by 2 more Buster procs. What is going on? This is insane. Followed up by a Heat Dragon that will do some damage, and of course another Area Grab follows through. An anti-sword will trigger, but you attempt to dodge it. I guess you forgot that was anti-sword. Oh, fell for the mind game here. Oh, no. Oh, that was so rough. And it's not like you could have stopped your movement because of the slide. Oh, man, that was just a trap within itself. Got caught slipping, huh, Neryth?
No comment.
I wouldn't comment either. Oh man, unfort. Okay, well, going for the beast charges would be a good strat to change up to, and also being able to avoid and to recover value. Okay, well, you have to get rid of your own poison panel, which is the saddest thing in the world, but you know what? Survival's more important. Nice, nice. Lots of value, lots of value. Judgment SP will come down. Meteor Knuckle! Oh my goodness! I'm just gonna say it. You won because of answer recovery. Not the meteor knuckle doing 8 hits, but the manti recovery. Yeah. Mm-hmm. If he didn't take 300, right, he would have had 900. Right?
Yeah.
Exactly. Erase Man will connect to that. We'll get a decraft as well. Area grab coming down as well. Not going to get the chance to go for fast gauge, full cuts just yet. Okay, there we go.
And this is a permahole center, or not center, but permahole forward field. So the value of these area grabs is going to be a little bit diminished. Not going to be able to get a full area lock with them. But I do still have panel grabs to work with, so we'll see what happens here.
Starting a little bit on the back foot, though. Took a lot of damage in that first turn.
Yeah, losing SoulXCross right off the bat, definitely not good for progressing my folder either. And then on top of that, there's no way to get a slash lock, or not slash, but a Tengu lock on this turn, or rather on this field. So this entire match, there's no actual guaranteed Tengu lock. So definitely this field favors Passbyword here, giving him a lot of defensive value.
You could go Spout and try to get some ice shenanigans going on, or freezing on charge shots. And then you'd also be able to move more regularly as well. I don't see you go Spout very often, actually. Hold on, you know what? Wow, the movement to get Charlie in play. But it's almost like you knew that, because Judgment came out immediately. And there goes the beat, doing beat things. Anti-damage up for Passbyword. Charlie just doing the thing. I wonder if Passbyword slides back and then releases the charge shot, would it still hit you?
I don't believe so. I think it would take too much time to slide all the way back and then release the charge shot. I think I would jump back.
Yeah.
I would be able to get out of the way, I believe.
Man, permaholes are just such pesky situations to be in. Nice. Barrier 200 will protect from this Erase Man and protect the trap underneath as well. This is why having the area grabs is not great. Oh, that's a lot of damage. Ooh. Another area grab comes down just to protect themselves. And now there goes Lyfra. Okay, not opting to take it in the center there. Oh, obviously it doesn't matter because your opponent does have Lyfra up, so going in isn't as important. Okay, Passbyword did finally draw Bug Fix. Not a terrible hand, actually. There is Sanctuary in hand as well. Still opting not to take it, though. Honestly, I think I would have used Sanctuary a while ago. Like, why not have that up? You know, take half of this damage. I mean, I guess your opponent still has things like Element, but Bug Fix comes down as well. Okay. Okay. That's a lot of area. Oh, never mind. Maybe there's a Meteor Knuckles in hand. Not releasing his charge shot. At this point, releasing the charge shot's giving up. Just holds on to it. That's interesting. Why did you hold on to that charge shot for so long?
What are you talking about?
That. I understand. Okay, here it comes. Oh, okay, that does look like the setup for Anti-Sword. Just scaring your opponent. I see the mental gymnastics right now. There's the invisible. Both players just playing really respectfully. Oh, that's a sword chip. Use it now is a good idea. Nice. Nice. Meteor Knuckle does come down. 2 hits. Only 2 hits. Okay. This is not where you want Ground Man. But still finding other chips to go alongside that is pretty good. Gonna be able to remove a trap and go ahead and drop down that Wood Dragon. Okay. Yeah, I don't know if I really liked the Beast out in this situation. Brings the Ground Man. Interesting. Okay. Probably another copy of Anti-Sword. Nice. Gets the D-Cross. Anti-damage will go up. Might dodge the second one too. Nice. Oh, that's rough. Yep. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. 5-hit Meteor Knuckle. Groundman. That will seal the deal. And we are looking at a game 3 situation. Okay, I heard the starting off of Status Bug in Invis, so Passbyword is going to have a bit of protection here going into this turn. With the first turn Invis, Life Aura on the start is pretty okay. Your opponent does have Rush, so bring Life Aura with Invis is probably a good idea as well. And then, of course, full cuts to go ahead and exit the turn as fast as possible, start going through the disc digging, etc., etc.
Yeah, and we're seeing another perma-hole field here that completely prevents a Tengu lock from being possible. So again, player or Passbyword getting a good defensive field here.
Oh man! Oh wow! You haven't been using that chip. Is this the first time you used it today? Wow, interesting. Double area grabs, man. These panel perma holes really mess up your folder strats, huh? I guess you rely on Tengu Beast. Yeah, I guess you rely on Tengu Beast after that. You know, it's kind of making me like your W code folder a bit more now that I'm noticing it. Trying to lock in whatever setups in for this upcoming turn, probably wanting to either go into Tengu, maybe preemptively to prepare for the beast out turns, or maybe, yeah, going into Tengu definitely seems like something you might do because of this life aura. But you're also kind of wary of the sword chips in Passbyword's folder, namely Neo variable. Okay, there's the Tengu. As predicted, Buster Up coming down. Erase Man perfectly positioned. Nice, but you will take 360 damage for your troubles. Oh, 390, excuse me. But the D-Cross is so worth it. Element Man SP as well. Judge Man's going to go ahead and take back a lot of panels. But again, going to take a lot of damage in the process. Goes for Elect. Okay. Area grab is combated upon, which means you won't be able to lock down any charge shots, but you can still trap Passbyword. Man, and it's not like you have any Buster procs to really go down there and challenge Passbyword with. I mean, you still do a decent amount of damage, but it's only 4 per hit because you only have 3 attack plus ones. And of course, Passbyword does have Buster Bugs, so it would just be a negative trade after all. Especially now that it seems Passbyword was able to find that bug fix that they've been looking for, which means a lot of damage coming in. There it is. Nice. Goes for the beast out. But the opponent also has Tengu here. So if you can find a way to remove Tengu, that would be the start to your upward swing. Oh, whiffs the Tengu Beast Breath. Passbyword just challenging away with these P-shots. And now there's the Sanctuary in play for both players now, essentially. Meteor Knuckle. Oh, nice, nice. That's going to break up a lot of these panels, too. An area grab would allow you to go ahead and take those remaining Sanctuary panels for yourself as well. Not a bad situation to be in, but these Recover 300s might prove to be a bit of a challenge. As that means there's going to be a lot more HP for Neryth to get over here. Wow, this is only turn 4. It feels like it's been forever. Area grab comes down. Oh, doesn't get the full lock though. And Judgment's also going to not only remove this trap, but deal with... Oh no, that's right. No anti-damage. I keep thinking it's anti-damage. Why do I do this? Interesting. I like the logic here. Okay, so that was really smart. Allowing your opponent to come forward because they're respecting the Tengu Breath and the Sanctuary panels, they want to be on top of that. So you're still getting value no matter what, and then you're able to get the last Tengu Breath to hit in the back row for maximum amount of hits and maximum amount of damage. That's really good. This is a big turn. Meteor Knuckle of their own in play. You know, every turn Neryth comes into play here, he has to really consider every offensive option because he doesn't have that access to defense like most players do. It's an extra hurdle to leap forward into, but the payoff is just these big swings of damage that you usually get. However, once the perma hole in the center has appeared, or even perma holes in general, it really just kind of hurts this folder specifically. Nice, okay, I like the idea for going for grass. Oh, they stepped down at the right time, so Passbyword does not get the hits from that. Recover 300 as well. 1, 2 hits off the Meteor Knuckles. Really good for you. Nice. That was a good trade for you. Yeah, Passbyword cannot go for this anti-sword here. This is straight up. This is how it has to be. Oh, it's looking good. All right, hold on. It's getting a little bit more intense now. Passbyword is opting to go for more defense on the top end. Maybe these 2 area grabs in the end will help him position some decent power. Tanky Breath is still in play too, so those chip charges might do a decent amount of damage for him. Neryth ran out of beast turns. Now has to rely on crosses, most likely Tomahawk cross because of the area that you currently have, but that kind of feels like a trap. Maybe you know that area grabs are still in play for Passbyword, so going Spout was definitely the right choice in my opinion. Recover 300, nice. Anti-damage goes up. Area grab, okay, another area grab might come down here. Panel grab for you, okay. That's a trap, that's not where you want to be. Oh, you walked through it. Oh, that's really good positioning. It's a slow gauge turn 2. Oh no, there's no way you live through this. That was a very abrupt end. That ended so quickly. But yeah, a very good game to both players. That was extremely tough. Oh, you just found yourself in the wrong spot, man. That was so tough.
Yeah, well played to Passbyword. Does mean that Passbyword is going to be moving on in the winner's bracket, whereas I will be joining everyone else down below in the win harder bracket.
Yep, that's where the sharks are, and we all know how that gets. Very intense. You thought that was bloodthirsty. Now they're going to be even more next week. But we still have more matches for this week, so how about we move on to the next one, which will be playerzero versus Thiago. All right, both these combatants we've seen already. On the right hand, we have Falazar playing the Animal Friends.cust. Of course, taking in L code as the base of the folder alongside some G splash and M splash for the extra damage from Groundman SP and Muramasa with the grab banish, of course. We got the 2 recover 300s and of course LMM and SP with the Hut Batch Giga to tie that nice neat little bow over the entirety of the folder. Meanwhile, on playerzero also rocking an L code based folder, which is a very powerful code to have. Of course, no encode megas, but still very strong code nonetheless because of those beautiful uninstall and elect dragon combos that you can net. And recover 300 Ys making a statement. We don't always use O's or J's. We use Y's out here too. Oh man, that's funny. But 1 Magnum as opposed to the extras, I think 1 Magnum is more than enough. If you get, especially if you lock it down after the uninstall, you can still do your road trap shenanigans, etc., etc. What I find the most interesting that I didn't talk about before is that playerzero uncharacteristically playing 2 area grabs and 2 panel grabs. Usually you see a bit more area grabs, but right now only playing the 2. Panel grabs are still really strong battle chips to have, of course. Panel grabs, you can go ahead and get a decent amount of area and set up traps for the Meteor Knuckle combo. So basically, we're going to be seeing the Falza mirror once again, and there's not much for me to say. Do you have anything to add, Neryth?
No, we've been over both these setups before. I think we can head right into the match. And we're seeing the ice panels with the ice cubes as well. Can be very favorable for whoever gets the SoulXCross back B first. Should be interesting to see who comes out on top of this exchange here. Ooh, instant full cust from Thiago, which leads into the next turn here, but that does mean playerzero managed to get that back B and is going to get both these cubes, and they're just going to be able to use a trash chute, go through this folder, go through their hand, clean things up a little bit, while also getting this. Ooh, and having the life orb. It's a double magnum from
Double
Thiago.
Magnum!
But that does remove the cubes from the field. So even though Thiago got the D-Cross, Thiago no longer has the ability to get those cubes.
Losing SoulXCross this early on in the match too is going to be really, really slow for player zero. I mean, they have cust 8 and all, so it's not that bad, but not having access to finding that bug fix earlier could spell doom for player zero.
Wait, what are you talking about? They popped bug fix.
They had a turn 1?
Yeah, they had turn 1. Yeah, so basically the loss of the Dust Cross was not a big deal for player zero. They managed to remove the cubes from the field before getting decrossed, which means that Thiago doesn't get access to the free 400 damage potential. So this, and then they also have a pretty good hand this turn because they managed to get that one turn of dust chute, the trash chute, to cycle their hand. So they have got a pretty good situation going for them despite losing SoulXCross.
So that was a very long way of saying we hate player zero.
Yeah, we hate player zero. There's no freeze. There's the. Oh wow! Yeah, so there's the. Wow! Yeah, that's a player zero turn.
That was the player zero turn. That well played for player zero. Did a decent amount of damage on that turn. Oh, this is the value of the panel grabs, as I spoke about earlier. Just forcibly putting your opponent into a corner-like situation where you can get the maximum amount of damage from that. Actually, I think that was only 7 hits. Technically 8 hits with the freeze to a double hit on one of them. So, yeah, it's pretty good. Really good, actually. And then ending the turn with the wind rack smack for the special whammy. That's just too good.
You do have to keep in mind that Thiago is running the better sword chip, Muramasa.
True.
So you could just see a 1000. Okay, yeah, player zero does cross into Tomahawk here to avoid the situation. But yeah, Thiago could retaliate here.
Oh wow.
No. Oh, whoa.
Oh, no, this is gonna Buster. Oh, no, Prox! Oh my goodness! No, Buster! No, hard shot! That was, wow. Okay, Tango coming through just when you needed it. Oh, the Muramasa caught your using the body collision to deal damage to the barrier while also preserving your area. Yo, player zero's out of his mind. Like, that was an accident. Right now. That wasn't on purpose. He didn't walk forward on purpose. He walked forward, but not with that intent, right? That wasn't real.
We hate player zero.
Yeah. This is exactly why we hate player zero. No, you can't scare him. You cannot. That's player zero's player zero. He's been there. He's been at the peak of the mountain and back. He's seen it all, my boy. A bat's finally making its way into Thiago's hand and recovering to a decent amount of HP too with those recovers. Oh, the Buster procs coming through for these P shots, man. And this is in play. Area grab also coming down here. This is a really, really good situation for player zero. Just able to cap forward, put on a lot of pressure. Oh, man. Okay. Yes, nice. Magnum will take care of the trap that you have loaded. Oh, going for that. That was, yeah, a rare drop for PZ. But also, hiding in the back row does mean you might get clipped up. Oh, that's unfortunate. Or is it? Uh-oh. Uh-oh, Thiago making a comeback. Invisible also in play. Okay, not bad, not bad. Good situation for Thiago. Still 855 HP left. You know, I like the idea of uninstall, but you also know that hub batch is still somewhere in Thiago's folder. Did we use hub batch already? I don't remember.
I do believe Thiago has popped the hub batch.
Interesting. So not going for uninstall is kind of questionable, but valuing HP here is interesting in itself. I don't imagine there's much to be threatened by in the folder. I guess there's more Masa. When Rack does come down, that was almost a very scary situation for player 0. Very smart to go ahead and camp forward, but even then, this is still a bad situation as well. Okay, no, this judgment will allow player 0 to get back some of these panels, so the row lock won't happen as long as he stays back in this row. Oh, never mind. Anti-damage in play. If you go for the charge shot, you will get decrossed. Goes for the charge shot, gets decrossed. Fast case now is in play too. Okay, I like the beast out. Going for the Bubble Star combo here. I don't usually like Bubble Star combos with the beast out because the jump makes the hit box look a little weird. But, I mean, still really good. Just depending on where Thiago stands, it might be easily avoidable. Okay, nice. Pressing forward. Anti-damage up. Life Orb as well. No way to get rid of this turn. Gonna have to deal with it. Backstage hurting him now. Actually, Thiago would have really liked to be a normal or a slower gauge, kind of, so that we can get a few more of those charge shots in. But at least you do get the chance to see more battleships. You can put on a lot of pressure in that way. Oh, stepped back. Why did we move back?
Groundman SP gonna connect for 390 damage right there. Judgeman, though, is going to whiff. At this point, Thiago is probably also out of chips or close to it, so it's just going to come down to Buster here. The issue for Thiago is that this might favor player 0.
It definitely is, I believe, because Tango is 300 HP and then 2 recover 300s versus player 0 having 2 recover 300s and barrier 200 if you count that as HP. We did see barrier 200 as well.
No, what I'm saying is in the Buster Jam.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah, because well, it's not half Buster Jam, but it is fast gauge, so player 0 might not have the time to make anything happen here.
That Elect Dragon is pretty huge though. Had an uninstall on it as well.
Yeah, this is actually going to trap player 0.
Nice. Elect Dragon in play. Definitely still has some chips in hand. Does he have more though? That's got to be it now, right? Turn 13. Waiting for player 0 to trap himself, but the movement was very patient. I love it. I love it. Player 0, the area behind you might recover sooner too. Just gotta stand still in this one spot, make the 50-50 happen. Thiago has to force player 0 down and then go for the charge shot afterwards, but he just opts to go to spout. Nice. Okay, finally trapped himself. 1 more HP. Beast over. Save. What a save. Both players go for the beast over. It is now up to the judge to tell us who wins this round. 3, 2, 1. Oh, just barely. Oh, wow. Thiago got out the win just there.
Yeah, by a difference of about 90 damage, Thiago takes the damage judge. It really came down to that situation at the end of all of the cracked panels, letting Thiago get just a little bit extra damage through those 2 charge shots. So, very close. Let's see how this next match progresses in its early stages, because playerzero does manage to get barrier 200 and life aura turn 1. So really good defense, really good setup here for SoulXCross on turn 1. Even if Thiago manages to pull double magnum again, this time Thiago would need like double magnum erase man or something.
Yeah, double magnum is definitely something you have to be worried about. I mean, it was very fortunate to find them both in the starting hand, and it's pretty unlikely in most cases, but it is Battle Neryth, and it's only a deck of 30 cards, so it's let's see if it happens again. Focus immediately. Okay, you know what? Maybe Thiago's gonna find it now, right? I love the decision to shuffle back that, or excuse me, does shoot back the uninstall, because you know your opponent has a batch. You want them to go for that before you go for your uninstall, or else you just lose all your value, right? Really good decision making. Also, holding on to the chips from return before is pretty good too. You got an extra turn of dust digging out there. All right. Barrier 200 will go up. I would try to piece shot. Yeah, there it is. Oh, but the click coming through. Oh, the 1 piece shot. And there's bug fix in hand. Finally found it. There goes the B left. Hub batch. Okay, now hub batch is in play. So it's only a matter of time before playerzero finds uninstall in the late game.
Oh wow, playerzero not even getting any Buster Jam procs there. Wasn't lined up, so they wouldn't have connected to get rid of the anti-damage anyways, but not even getting them is a bad sign. Looks like playerzerow's luck is running out here.
Uh-oh. Don't say that. I thought playerzero had infinite luck.
Ooh, Life Aura gonna completely block the Groundman SP.
Okay, Rush coming out. Gonna take a bite out of the aura. No TFC? Interesting. Oh, you wanted beat. Okay. Very respectable. We hate that bird, so we gotta feed him the useless chips. And not your Giga Class chips, right, Neryth?
Yeah, that never happens, right?
No, never. People don't play into that. Like, why would you?
Looks like this will be a Meteor Knuckle turn here. playerzero is being afflicted by the custom bug, so they're going to pop this bug fix here, start of turn.
And you will make very quick work of that aura. As an aura goes up, I'm not sure if it was even to preserve the anti-damage. Okay, you know what? That's fair. Whoa, that was a cool sequence. Uh-oh. 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 5 hits. Oh, that's so good.
Yeah, and you see, only getting 5 hits there was only getting 5 hits there was definitely an indicator that Player Zero's luck is not in top form here. Normally, Player Zero would be able to squeeze out at least 6 hits on 4 panels, but looks like today is just not a lucky day. Yeah, so that was very fortunate for Thiago that he wasn't just instantly deleted from full HP. As we know, Player Zero's Knuckles can actually go up to a maximum of 20 hits.
It's only 20? Dang, he really is slipping. It used to be like 27. Wow, things really changed for PC, huh? Element Fire just for some basic damage, but this Neo variable is going to be the real kicker. There it is. Oh, the Bubble Star Elect Dragon will hit as well. There it is. Oh, the counter hit. The Swordsman returns. Buster. Area grab. Gonna go and throw another Buster? No Buster. Just goes right from the invisible into the next turn.
Player Zero is mentioning in Twitch chat that this was a rollback where they thought that they were at the front for that element SP freeze into a cross / confirm versus Tengu, but instead they got rolled back into being one column further back, and then they couldn't get into range for the element freeze. So yeah, that is a problem with rollback, but there was discussion earlier on about the quote-unquote good old days of VBA Link. And for those of you unfamiliar with it, back then, simply getting a match played with certain connections without like a desync or serious issues happening, or just a match spontaneously failing, those were extremely challenging. So at least we can play a match to completion with rollback, but there's a little bit of a trade-off in some cases.
Oh, unfortunate. Having to throw away Element SP. Oh, and the D-Cross. This is looking really scary. Fast Gaze in effect. Barely dodging that last minute machine gun course here. Able to move on forward too. Okay, not bad. I'm not gonna lie, this is looking a little dicey. Okay, Magnum is still in hand. Gonna go ahead and deal with that trap.
Very nice. Very nicely played from Player Zero there. Magnum actually cracking that panel under Player Zero. So it simultaneously hit Thiago and destroyed the anti-damage, while also cracking the grass panel under Player Zero and denying the element SP double damage.
This goes to show you the high-level play that you get to see on these streams. Yeah, it's so crazy. You know, I didn't even think of that.
Ooh, Thiago's own Magnum gonna come through here, as well as the Pulse landing, but not the Elect Dragon. But Player Zero's Erase Man doesn't connect either. Would have been a nice extra 120 damage here, and that, with the end of the Beast coming over and the end of Player Zero's chips, that 120 might have been a difference maker. We're gonna have to find out.
Nearing the low HP mark for Thiago, which means we will be seeing the last of the animal friends appear very shortly. Our dear beloved Tango. I use those words very loosely, but it will make an appearance, giving Thiago a nice bonus of 300 HP and, of course, a barrier 100 on top of it. So essentially 400 HP conversion. Oh, good movement.
no.
Dodges and gets the charge shot, counter hit. It's a recover 300. Oh, that was pretty nice. Only one chip left in the entire folder. This is not where you want to be. Going into ground cross for the super armor is pretty good choice, though. I do believe we've seen all the magnum chips as well. Anti-damage up. Judgment will connect. Oh, the Muramasa, he tried. Oh, just barely. Needed to wait a half a second longer, and that probably would have connected. But a lucky number of 444 on player zero's side here. Is that going to be enough? No, dodges it. Good movement, traps himself. Ducks under, goes into a cross here, spout cross for the road nuke kind of ability. Oh, chip charging for the recovery. Very smart IQ there. Oh my gosh. That was so smart. But it's turn 14. You gotta live one more fast gauge turn. It's impossible. And player zero knocked down to the win harder bracket.
Yeah, and with that, Thiago actually moves on, takes player zero down a peg, and moves on through the winners bracket. Player zero, rare instance of actually being knocked into the losers bracket or the win harder bracket. But yeah, well played to player zero and Thiago. You could tell player zero wasn't able to perform there. Variety of factors, lots of shenanigans happening with probably with the rollback and just like the elements getting rolled back out of the element man probably, as well as just when you're playing on high delay and then also suffering through rollback at the same time, it becomes harder to do any kind of reactive play, like the frame windows that you have to actually get certain punishes in or be able to defend yourself against certain charge shots or certain movement patterns becomes a lot narrower, a lot more difficult. So unfortunately, player zero didn't manage to squeeze by to hit the way he usually does, and managed to get himself into winners finals and end up just sitting there with grand finals with a potential reset waiting for him. This time he's gonna have to struggle through the mud, swim through the shark infested waters with the rest of us. But yeah, with that, well played to player zero and Thiago, and congratulations to Thiago.
Great games to Thiago and player zero for that one.
Yeah, definitely well played. Though unfortunately, I believe with that, SoulXCross is going to be leaving us, and you'll have me instead. Thank you again for joining, Soul. Always a pleasure to have you.
Thanks for having me, and happy Easter, everybody.
Yeah, see you, Soul, and yeah, thanks for casting with me.
All right, and with that, let's take a quick look at how the bracket's been looking so far. So as you can see on the screen, these were the matches we've just played. We just saw the winners semifinals, but that will bring us onto the winners finals match, which you can see over here. So we have Passbyword advancing against Thiago for the winners finals. So whoever plays here is going to be guaranteed a spot into the grand finals, and the losers will be moving onto the win harder bracket, but will have way less matches to have to go through. So just reaching this stage is going to be a big advantage, and obviously the winner will still have the bracket reset potential as well. But with that, let's go into the setup. Alright, so we've seen both players play a few times, I mean twice by now, and we know what their builds are, but since this is going to be the winners finals, it will be a best of 5 match. So that means the first person to win 3 games or to win the whole best of 5 is going to be the winner for now.
Yeah, that is what a best of 5 means. It is the first to 3 wins. So normally it's first to 2 wins. It's a best of 3, but yeah, it's going to be a best of 5 instead. Passbyword versus Thiago here. It's going to be an interesting match. Both of them have Ground Man SP, Element Man SP as their SP navies, but Passbyword does always have that Meg Folder 1 advantage. Judge Man SP as well, a little bit of extra area control, extra invis pierce, extra damage, and it's going to be pretty interesting to see how this map shakes out, because Thiago is going to be a little bit more dependent on that Dust Cross, because they are going to want to get to that hub batch, as well as just smoothing out their hand, trying to get uninstall out all of these things. But Passbyword, of course, also still wants that Dust Cross to get that bug fix into their hand, get rid of the cust bug, get rid of all of these things that will be kind of slowing them down, bogging them down early on. We've seen how difficult it is to play with cust bug afflicting you, and then your hand or your cust screen looking a little bit soupy, looking like a lot of different letters. It can just be extremely painful. So hopefully for Passbyword that doesn't happen to them, and hopefully for Thiago there's also an early hub batch waiting for him as well. In terms of the matchup itself, of course Thiago's got the zoo cust, whereas Passbyword has this Gambling Buster. Both players have their uninstall. Both players have a pretty good assortment of chips, of offensive chips that can be just thrown out from most positions and connect with your opponent. So I would expect uninstalls to be landing as long as there isn't a defense ready to stop it, like just on that frame essentially. But I think that's all I have to say about this. What about you, playerzero?
Yeah, I mean, I think you've pretty much said all of it. It's definitely going to be an interesting matchup. Both players have quite a bit of HP, especially with the recovery 300, but in terms of the damage judge, Thiago would have a bit more HP with his Tango as well, so that's going to be interesting to see if we do reach that stage because of the fast gate. But yeah, I believe with that, let's head into the match and see how it plays out. Alright, so we can see that cube field. It feels like we've been seeing this field very often this stream for some reason. Is it just me? I'm not sure.
This has been a pretty frequent field, you're right. Personally, it's a field that I like because I do have a Spoutman in some of my folders, so this does give you the freeze potential. But yeah, this should be a pretty interesting turn 1. Both players do have full cust, so most likely we're going to see 2 turns skipped here.
Does it look like either of them is fully mashing it? At least Thiago is starting up with a bit more defense, then going for maybe the full cost. I wasn't sure. Ooh, okay, so still waiting out of it.
So Thiago does have that cube advantage now, as well as a turn of Dust Cross that Passbyword did not get, because Passbyword did not go into Dust right away. So it's going to be pretty interesting because Thiago, even though they got that advantage of having an extra turn of the Dust, of the Trash Chute, to be able to cycle their hand, they only have Cust 5 because they're playing Hub Batch, so they need to draw that ASAP. Passbyword, on the other hand, going to Dust this turn with some defense to go with it. We're going to see Life Aura getting popped here. as well as the rest of this area advantage, game lockdown. Ooh, but catches the... Oh no, that's true. That's very, very bad for Passbyword. But Thiago not able to line up with the Judge Man, it looks like. So Passbyword caught an Ice Cube right to the face, which destroyed their life aura, and then a Magnum from Thiago destroyed both their anti-damage and decrossed their Dust Cross. So that was a very bad turn for Passbyword, but we'll see what happens here, because Thiago still has not managed to pull Hub. It should be coming up soon, but that's just going to be yet another turn of no Buster stats, no Cust. Thiago's gonna drop this defense here and a fast gauge, and that should help them get through this turn. Actually, okay, that was just full Cust already right off the bat. I forgot that didn't even get used yet. Yeah, that gives Thiago yet another turn, but they don't want to throw away their hands, so they're gonna go for this Life Aura. Element SP Fire is going to destroy Thiago's Life Aura here. So Passbyword getting some value out of it. Ooh, but Beat is actually going to take away Erase Man, and that's going to deny Passbyword's attempt to decross Thiago there. But at the same time, Thiago lost the Dust Cross anyways, because at the end of your Beast, you also lose the cross that you had with it. So Thiago does pull the Hub Batch now, though. That's going to give Thiago the Buster stats that they need. Both players starting to get into the meat of their folders. We're seeing a lot of their offensive chips starting to fill their hands here. Passbyword not locking too much. Thiago actually not able to lock too much either, unless Thiago were to go for an L code turn, but doesn't look like that's going to be the case. Thiago wants to save these L code chips to go with the uninstall. So just a little bit of defense, a little bit of area. And very nice, the Grandma and SP will destroy the Barrier 200 and trigger the anti-damage. Not able to get the damage from it, obviously, but still knocking out 2 defenses. Pretty solid usage of the chip. It also cracks some more of these panels, which is going to be a bit of a hindrance to Passbyword. Passbyword's own Groundman is SP. Oh, that's an Element SP Fire landing here for Thiago. Going to do 480 damage to Passbyword. The Groundman SP does connect. Because it does do breaking type damage. It actually hits Thiago through the shield. But of course, only doing 1 hit since they were lined up at the time. Passbyword going into Tengu Cross. Both players bring up their defense, but Thiago has a Magnum right here. Ooh, Passbyword doing unfortunate TFC here, losing the anti-damage to the Magnum. And ooh, the Bubble Star Elect Dragon combo coming out and connecting for Thiago as well. Thiago thinking about Muramasa. It's very tempting with Passbyword at this HP threshold, but Muramasa does not do enough damage at this point. Thiago Thiago would have to lose a little bit of HP, and then it would actually do lethal damage to Passbyword. Ooh, losing the anti-damage to that machine gun, but okay, a bit of a weird time freeze right here, but this will confirm Muramasa connects, but it's on Sanctuary. Doesn't do quite enough damage to close things out here. The Passbyword is very low on HP, 154, even on top of Sanctuary. It's quite a tall order. Thiago, on the other hand, already has the answer to the Sanctuary in the form of this Element Man, but I'm surprised that this Element Man is going to be backloaded in this hand. I would think it would want to be used maybe second here instead of this grab banish. Oh, Passbyword goes for the cross slash and misses. 5 panel Meteor Knuckle does 3 hits, I believe. But yeah, now there's no more Sanctuary panels. Thiago's still got 1300 HP. After the recovery, it'll be 1600 HP. And that's not even counting Tango. That would be 1900 HP still left to work with, plus the barrier 100. So this HP difference is substantial. It's pretty much a... Judgment SP at least connects, and we'll take back this area. Oh wow, the ground cross charge shot also connecting, recovery 300 connecting, and a wind rack connecting. So everything from Passbyword connects here and does do damage, does get maximum value here. Thiago is going to go for this Elect Dragon with uninstall, and if it connects, it is going to be pretty hard for Passbyword. The difference maker here is that Passbyword does still have Buster Bug, whereas Thiago does not. But Thiago's just going to go for these Spout Cross charge shots. And this is turn 14, so see. Wow, Passbyword doesn't even have Beast Over available for them, so they're just gonna have to try to. Wow, Beast AI really failing Thiago there. They're just wasting the wind rack when this could have been a deletion. Still a win for Thiago here. A massive amount of damage being dealt, 2,000 to 1,200 basically, so an 800 damage lead for Thiago in that match. We'll see how this match plays out though, because it is a full ice field with permaholes in the front, so this is going to be a very different field, a very different match, and we'll see if Passbyword can make a comeback here. Yeah, these permaholes are going to be a bit of an impediment. Beat right away being activated here. We're seeing the usual dust digging shenanigans from both players. And we see that hub bash coming out for Thiago already. But you don't want to take, yeah, the recovery 300s. There's no way you take the recovery 300s at this point. Wait, what? Okay, Thiago took both recovered 300s here, and is starting to charge one of them. I don't know. I don't know about that play, because that's 600 HP down the drain. All you managed to do was break some panels that aren't gonna make a difference here. So Thiago really just flushed those chips down the drain there, and we'll see whether or not that comes back to bite him. That was definitely... I feel that was definitely unnecessary, because Thiago has SoulXCross still, and had Hub Batch. So after popping Hub Batch, Thiago would go to 8 cust and would have more room to play around the recovered 300s. But really just choosing to throw them away there was... I'm not so sure. Passbyword, on the other hand, still kind of struggling to get their bug fixed, still struggling to get things done here. Pretty comfortable though, both players sitting in their SoulXCross. Well, Passbyword going to Tengu this turn to deal with Life Aura. Both players actually going to be able to deal with Life Aura. Passbyword might be able to buffer a movement forward here. Yeah, dodges the Wind Rack here, and that's disastrous for Thiago. Thiago will be able to go into Tengu this turn to get rid of the Life Aura, but you also have to keep in mind this leaves Thiago vulnerable here to potential Neo variable. We did see Passbyword decide not to throw away their chips and go for the Neo variable, but still. Thiago just is opting to toss away the Erased Man because it wasn't going to connect anyways. Fast Gauge getting dropped here. Barrier 200 also being immediately dealt with, but Passbyword does have an additional trap in the form of anti-damage. Thiago's going to... Yes, there isn't really a way for Passbyword to defend here, so Thiago's going to go for the Magnum to simultaneously destroy the trap and get some damage on Passbyword. But there was just so much value lost earlier on from Thiago beast charging those recoveries that this might be difficult, because the damage is going to start pouring in. There's the Groundman SP from Passbyword doing 390 damage. Bug fix as well, finally coming out here from Passbyword. That's going to be a big help. Okay, Thiago ended up taking 1 or 2 Buster Jam procs there, unfortunately, by when Thiago lined up. Ooh, the Erased Man will connect, but I don't think Passbyword has the time to go for the Neo variable. Yeah, they go right into the next turn, but looks like Passbyword is going to keep that Neo variable, keep that hand, because I do think that's both Neo variable and Meteor Knuckle. Could be wrong, but Thiago has to cross here, right? There's no chance Thiago stays in Tengu at this point, because you've already gotten rid of your opponent's Life Aura. You've already and you just turned paralyzed. So Thiago has to be acutely aware of the Neo variable potential. And it looks like Thiago is aiming for a Muramasa turn. Potentially, but there is no way to confirm it here. Meteor Knuckle, 3 hits on 6 panels. Oh, and the Muramasa connects. That was 1,000 damage. You won't see Neo Variable doing that. In fact, Neo Variable did 0 damage. Passbyword gonna pump this recovery 300. That's really all they can do here. They will deny charge shots from coming out, but the Elect Dragon of Uninstall comes out instead, and that's gonna be a big problem for Passbyword because they are in fast gauge and they still got beast turns, so they're not going to feel the impact immediately, but they can't get rid of these cracked panels. These cracked panels are just going to be here. Ooh, Uninstall connects as well for Passbyword though, and that's going to even things up drastically. Thiago taking a D-Cross hit as well from that full combo of dragons. But Tango pops and brings Thiago back up. Gonna pop Passbyword's anti-damage using Groundman SP. But you see there's a bit of a resource difference here. Thiago down to 2 chips. Passbyword still has 2 defenses. And then a recovery 300. You just see a massive resource difference here in terms of the chips they have left. Passbyword actually maybe... Yeah, that was a bit of a mistake there, but it won't matter with this much of a resource difference left. And suddenly it's extremely difficult to burn through this final 170 HP, which is going to inflate to 470. Judge SP coming out for Passbyword is going to miss, but one of the books will connect. And this will be it. Thiago has no recourse here. Ending the turn on this panel does mean Element SP fire. Oh. No, it's going to be Element Elec coming in here from both players for the D-Cross. And this is much worse for Thiago. Both players step back, giving them the full range of movement. But big difference here, Thiago only has 1 HP. Chooses to go down with Beast Over running, but that should be it. This P-shot should send it. Now, imagine if Thiago had even one of the recovery 300s there. Yeah, so that was an interesting way to use the recovery 300s from Thiago. It definitely did come back to haunt him. Yeah, that was not good. Oh wow! And now Passbyword getting very lucky with their color bug. They're getting this green invulnerability at the start. So there's no offensive plays available for Thiago. Thiago just locking the recovery 300. But I don't think they'll take 300 damage this turn. So they're already gonna lose a little bit of value here. In fact, they've taken 1 damage from the poison panel, 2, 3, 4, 5 damage from the poison panel. It's a bit of a tough situation for Thiago because they don't want to use their other chips either necessarily. But are they throwing away the recovery again? That's what it kind of looks like because they don't want to sit still for this turn. But that's such a waste of the recovery. And in the end, the reason they threw it away was to try to get a Magnum D-Cross on Passbyword's Dust Cross, but Passbyword willingly gave up the Dust Cross, switched to Tomahawk for this area lock. life aura being dropped by Passbyword here. And now Passbyword will be getting a full area lock. But oh no, Thiago contests it with this area grab, and Passbyword did not manage to buffer a movement forward, so won't even be able to retain one of those panels. But Thiago actually choosing to stand in the center and take this charge shot as well. So taking a little bit of extra damage here when Thiago could have stepped down to avoid it. Looks like Thiago's own life aura going to come into play here. Passbyword using element SP here, basically under the sneaking under the life aura in this time freeze exchange. But I feel like that almost would have been better to just use it to destroy the life aura. It is still more damage in the end. But this does mean there's these awkward turns where both players have life aura, not able to do anything to each other. Thiago is going into Tengu, going to pop their hub batch and recover 300, whereas Passbyword sticking it out in Tomahawk. But it's going to be a Focus turn. And it looks like this is going to be a bit of a rough turn for Thiago. Oh, wow. So neither player using their chips. Thiago had Hut Batch and then I think a Recovery 300, whereas Passbyword has this... Oh, wow. Yeah, so just... not been deciding that this is going to be the turns are just progressing so rapidly. Like the chip usage is pretty questionable in terms of the value being squeezed out. This is definitely going to go to damage judge at this rate, as neither player is actually connecting with enough damage or getting enough value from their crosses. So the probability of this going to damage judge is actually very, very high. Judge Man coming out for Passbyword is going to paralyze Thiago, connect for 100 damage, but ooh, and the anti-damage gets dealt with almost immediately. Uninstall, tagging Alon, and gonna remove Thiago's super armor there. Ooh, but Muramasa connecting. A solid combo coming off Thiago, trading right back. Both players dead even almost at 1,100 HP essentially for both. Thiago locking 5 chips here. I feel like it's strange that this many chips are being locked because these are fast gauge turns, I believe. Solid amount of damage comes out, as well as some of the holy panels being broken, but still gonna end up running out of resources soon, so you've really got to make these last few hits connect. There's still the heavy hitters, right? You've got element SP, you've got ground SP. There's a chance that this will all work out, but you will have to be contending with your opponent's defense. Yeah, Thiago, I think realizing that in terms of resources, he's going to be running out soon, thinking this turn through a bit more. Erase Man does connect for Passbyword, gonna... Ooh, Judgeman SP also connecting for Passbyword. A huge amount of damage being connected there. But Thiago destroying the holy panels with Magnum, connecting with Erase Man. Is there time for a charge shot? Ooh, and it's coming down, but this gives Passbyword time to avoid the double damage. And it will be a barrier 200 coming in. Oh, but still getting clipped of it before being able to use the barrier 200. Both players running out of resources, but Thiago does still have Tango, I believe. So pretty much even in HP. The big issue here is that in terms of damage judge, Thiago needs all of this to land. Tango kicking here. Oh, 4 panel. 1, 2, 3. 4 hits total, as one of those hits was absorbed by the barrier 100 from Tango. So good value for that Meteor Knuckle. And Thiago, I do think you have to give up on Tomahawk Cross. You're not going to be landing any charge shots anymore against Spout Cross charge shot interrupting you, as you don't have super armor anymore. So you should fight water with water, go into Spout Cross as well, I think. And Thiago does make that call. Now it's just a question of utilizing these final Navi chips. But I don't think... Yeah, Thiago doesn't even have time to get the value. Wait, Element Grass into Element Fire. Huge amount of damage, but Passbyword has an answer in the form of Groundman SP. That's going to reduce Thiago to 10 HP. And that is the final turn. And yeah, and then Thiago didn't have time to squeeze out that final Groundman SP. And Passbyword actually wins that damage judge by a small margin. Of course, this is a best of 5, as this is the finals here. The winners' finals, I should say. And so this is going to be, I believe, game number 4, with Passbyword leading 2-1. Again, Thiago going to Dust Cross, Passbyword actually not even bothering. I'm guessing Passbyword just does not want to deal with the potential of a Magnum coming in before he has a new defense. But instead, Element SP is going to connect. It does give Passbyword Anger though, and that might be... Oh... Okay, that's a lot of potential damage. But it looks like Passbyword is not going to use this anger proc on any offensive chips. Going to put it onto this anti-damage instead. Turn it into 100 times 2. This does mean, however, that Passbyword is spending yet another turn, not in SoulXCross, not digging. There's the anti-damage drop. Both players using their defense there. Bug fix being popped by Passbyword. Pretty good luck there, being able to get that without even having SoulXCross. Although a decent number of turns have elapsed already, and Passbyword has been using their chips at a decent rate, so... Magnum will connect here, and oh wow, good defensive movement from Thiago. Still getting a D-cross hit, but only that one hit, which only amounts to like 60 damage because it's machine gun 1. On the other hand, Passbyword no longer fears a potential Element Man SP because it was used earlier. Feels safe going into Tomahawk, but is going to step up and end up trapped for just a few seconds here. Ooh. Thiago reclaiming some panels, but not actually able to pierce through the defense. A big issue here is actually that Thiago has not managed to get Hub Batch yet. Raceman missing. A little bit questionable there. Maybe a dropped input as Thiago used that anti-damage instead of beast charging it. Thiago definitely getting the short end of the stick here, thanks to the Buster Bug from Passbyword. On top of that, Passbyword is on their Sanctuary panels, which is going to have all damage dealt to them. Ooh, but Magnum will destroy a bit of it. The Barrier 200, though, is going to protect Passbyword from any damage. Hot Batch finally being drawn by Thiago. This will give Thiago access to the Shield Navicust program, as well as shoes and buster stats and maximum cust. But we see Passbyword was just waiting for this and has an uninstall Heat Dragon ready to respond to strip some of those programs away from Thiago.
And it looks like Thiago doesn't have any defense to take into the turn. He's probably going to take both the fast gauges, maybe using one or throwing away both of them. But he just wants to still move through his hand and find new chips. Since we're already in turn 9, which is quite a bit.
Yeah, this is looking like it'll probably be another damage judge. But yeah, grab Banish. Gonna finish off the barrier 200.
Oh, and there goes, yeah. And the Heat Dragon on the grass as well, doing extra damage. And the Grandman fully landing, which is adding up 380. I mean, we've seen that from the previous games, but it's just the damage adding up slowly but surely. Now Thiago's running out of chips as well.
Not only that, but Thiago, I think, didn't pop either of the fast gauges.
Ooh.
Not popping either fast gauge means there isn't even a hope of going damage judge. So this is going to be a very interesting turn here because Passbyword has a lot of their offensive chips, their heavy hitting offensive chips ready to go.
I wonder if Thiago's maybe hoping he can land some of his charge shots to maybe try to add up some damage, because I think if both sides do land all of their chips, then Passbyword might be winning the exchange, because Passbyword still has recoveries left, it seems.
Yeah, you can't forget about Thiago's Tango though as well. So that is a
it's a good bet.
Oh. However, the Buster Bug from Passbyword is going to be a difference maker here. We'll see Thiago's response to this, because it looks like it is a Neo Variable Meteor Knuckle turn for Passbyword. And of course, Thiago does not have any defense left to answer this.
Oh, this could actually be a really painful turn, because if Passbyword is able to do enough damage through the paralysis, that wouldn't give Tango time to activate. So let's see how many hits. 1, 2. Oh, okay, just there was like
2 hits.
Yeah.
2 hits, but Passbyword can do a massive amount of damage here.
Oh, not
anymore. Not able to reach anymore. Yeah, not able to reach anymore, but Thiago finally opting to go into Tengu, free himself up from this one panel.
Oh, if this Muramasa wins, Passbyword still has a chance. Maybe going into Beast Over could have been the play actually this turn, just to like bank on both the Muramasa and Windrak landing. I'm not sure what he can do now. 1 HP left against 200. This is going to be very difficult for Thiago to survive. Oh no, going into Beast Over, there is no more answers.
Yeah, that's it. Thiago knows he can't survive another turn. Decides to show off the Beast Over AI. Very impressive. And do you think this Feather will finish it?
Yeah.
Or is it going to take an extra one?
No.
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah. And that was the game.
Yeah, that does mean Passbyword took the winners finals against Thiago 3-1, knocking Thiago down into the shark pool. The win harder bracket. Also known as the losers bracket. Of course, Thiago will only have to potentially play one set to make his way back up to challenge Passbyword again. That's an advantage of Thiago having managed to progress this far.
Yep.
However, that does mean Passbyword is now sitting and waiting at the top of the winners bracket to see who will be the challenger.
All right, and with that, let's take a look at the bracket and see how the lower bracket is also going to be looking. All right, so as you can see on the screen, this was the match we've just watched, and it ended with Thiago's loss. As you can see here, there is Passbyword at the very top in that winners bracket. So now Passbyword is guaranteed a minimum of second place, which is I mean, already very impressive, especially going into that tournament where we have a full stream ahead of us for next week, which let's take a look at how the losers bracket is looking. Alright, so as you can see on the screen, this is how the bracket is arranged. So next week we will be starting with ChinaTV vs Salad and ShironaNep vs HonorNite, and then working our way upwards to see who will go back to Passbyword, and we'll conclude this tournament next week as well. It's definitely been a very interesting run, but unfortunately that was our final match for today. Before we end, I do want to give a quick shout out to the donations that we've received since today's stream. Also, I see Sterling Thunder asking when is the stream happening. So the stream would be happening next week, 1 PM EST starting time on Sunday as well. So it will be after the collection drops, but I think that will add up to the hype as well. So looking forward to seeing everyone there, and we'll see how things are going to change. Oh, looks like we received a $60 donation from Weenie just now as well. Thank you for the generosity. Let's give that a read. Oh, and another donation coming in with $10 from Avakas. Let's refresh the page again. So it looks like Winnie's donation is $60, and it just says at Lucky Typhlosion Tango is kill. What did he mean by this? I wonder. Maybe in Discord there's a bit more context, but that's an interesting message. Thank you very much for the huge donation and the generosity, Winnie. I wonder what Tango is kill. Doesn't sound very welcome. And the next donation we received was from Avakas, donating $10, saying, "Can't wait, let's go Legacy Collection launch." Indeed, everyone's hyped about it. It's only 5 days to go, and it looks like, unfortunately, this page is refusing to update for some reason. So can't show them on stream yet, but thank you both, and thank you to Tipomalo for donating $10 earlier as well. So thank you all for the generosity, and we will be unveiling the winners prizes next week, so keep an eye on that as well. And I've had a little beat came and told me that there might be a giveaway for the collection next week as well, so keep an eye out on that. Who knows what will happen. Alright, but with that will conclude today's stream. So thank you everyone for watching. Huge shout out to our commentators today, Neryth and SoulXCross. Thank you both for joining. Always pleasure to have you with us.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun, and should be interesting to see how this next week plays out.
Indeed, I feel like even already, just from the winners bracket, we've seen a lot of unprecedented advantages, or like changes. That was the first time, I believe, Passbyword reaches the winners finals, and it's been a while for Thiago to get there as well, so it's definitely been very interesting. As always, huge shout out to Salad for organizing the tournament and making the stream layout, as well as Neryth and HonorNite, who were working behind the scenes, keeping everything running by scoring the matches. Oh, looks like we received another donation. Let's give me 1 second. Thank you for the donation. So it looks like it was a $3 donation from Rufted with no message. Thank you again for the donation. The generosity is appreciated. And if anyone who's donated today or at some point during the stream, then make sure to head to the N1GP Discord so we can give you the fancy millions roll in Discord as well, which is mostly a cosmetic color, but it's still always nice to have. Alright, and with that, thank you all again for watching. We'll see you again next week with the grand finals, and good night.